Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. It's Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes. Welcome to episode number 600 of Pass the Gravy.
I can't tell if you put more feeling into that because it was 600 or just because nobody's in the office so you can be louder.
B.
That's what I
Definitely B. We're back in a conference room. We're in the big conference room because no one's at work because there's ice and shit everywhere.
I'm head of the table. What's up?
Yeah, you're head of the table. But it is the 600th episode of Pass the Gravy, the Sixtennial, if I may.
God, when did I start? Like 250?
I don't remember. I started episode 1.
Fucking one-upper over here.
Actually, I
Okay.
started when we were doing like test podcasts that no one heard.
That was just you playing Grand Theft Auto.
Well, that was how we started. We should start a podcast. But then we practiced. I was like, we
As
should
all
probably
white dudes do when they start a podcast.
We should probably
Dude,
run
we're really
through a couple. Yeah, let's run through a couple, listen back, and see if it's awful. And it was. And so we're like, let's keep doing this though.
Still powered through,
And then
though.
we were like, let's
It's that
you know
white
what?
guy confidence.
After 2 or 3 or 4 of those, we just pulled the trigger out. We're like, let's release them. And now look at us. Who would have thought? 11, 12 years later, going on year
Jesus.
12. Fucking, we're a bunch of losers.
Do you know the date of the first episode? When that came out?
I can find it. It's gonna take a
I
second.
feel like something I should have asked.
Yeah,
beforehand.
It'll take a second.
Could have actually figured out the anniversary. It was like 3 days ago. We just missed the anniversary because nobody pays attention to it.
It may have been though. I think I just got like a notification that was like, "Oh, I give you Pass the Gravy," and that was basically me introducing it to people as giving them the link to it. I don't know, but yeah. What was what do you remember when you started, Robert?
I think it was. I know it was 2017. I believe it was either March or April of 2017. I can't remember what episode specifically. I think it was like 150 something.
Because you kind of came on as like, "Hey, I do video. Would you like me to video the podcast?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "You mean like Joe Rogan?" And then you did that for a little bit, and I realized it was cool that we had a video element of the pod, and was like, "All right, you wanna just join the crew?"
I do miss asking Robert things just so he had to stand up from the couch and walk over to the microphone.
That was And
That
then
was always
Yeah.
fun.
We've had a
He's
bunch
like,
of different
"God damn it, I wanna do
iterations of this. I'm
Good
still
old days with Wheezy barking in the background and
scrolling back. I'm on episode.
me crushing somewhere between 6 and 14 beers during every podcast.
Yeah, your beer mints.
Episode number 1, January 22nd, 2014. Or January 22, 2014.
No
It's
way.
literally-
We're literally 11.
11
Wow.
years.
Happy anniversary.
Wow. What a, look,
He
you're
could be
saying
lying
that.
so hard
No. January 22nd, 2014, Pass the Gravy number 1, Thrift Shops and Little People. That was the episode.
What if we just started
doing?
doing, like, if you just look back at, like, if you still have the prep sheets from any of those,
I
you just
do.
I was going to say, just start recycling and talk about the same shit you talked about 11 years ago.
No.
See how your opinions have changed since becoming a father.
And then we had to take a lot of those down because it had copyrighted music in them, so you can't really get those.
That would have been great if the first one was taken down so we could never get the date.
January 22nd.
Well, no, it
Now
is
we
taken
know-
down because it got copyright infringed, but I just I can still
you can
see
still
the
see the
upload. Well, I'm glad you asked that. January 22nd, 2014 was the first episode, and it is January 22nd, 2025, and we're fucking still chugging
Anniversary.
along. How about us? Happy Sixtennial, everybody. It's not all about us though. It's about you guys and gals and things that we saw on the internet and in our lives that we're going to talk about today. I want to start off with, as I was waiting for you guys to get here, I was scrolling through the interwebs, and somebody was doing one of those helpful cooking videos where they told you, like, "Dude, did you know that you can make scrambled cookies?" And they were putting cookie dough in a pan and then just scrambling it. What if you just threw the cookie and you just smashed it into a bunch of pieces? That's exactly what you're doing.
Is that the real crumble cookie? Because it just crumbles.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, you can do. I guess actually that would be a better way if you're just going to throw it on top of ice cream.
Yeah. It's like the person that did you see the one
It's
where
a
like,
deconstructed fucking cookie ice cream.
did you know that instead of flipping your egg, you can do this, and they just take the egg out, like the egg on the skillet.
The lid.
Where they just basically take it out on the what's the spatula, and then they flip the pan the other way, and then they put it in there. It's like, so you flipped it, you just flipped the pan, not the food. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's
This
just
is
a
what
much
that
dumber
is.
way to do it.
If you could just throw cookies on the ground, and then be like, they're scrambled cookies. But if you also mash them up in the pan, it's scrambled cookies.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Cookies are always good, anyways. But yeah,
Cookies are always, dude.
so
I just
scrambled
made
cookies.
brownies the other day. I did the thing that I like to do where I ate the last brownie out of the pan, left it in the fridge. She was like, "Why'd you do that?" I didn't feel like washing the pan.
It happens. It happens.
It's just one of my little piece of shit things that I like to do from time
Yeah.
to time to make myself laugh. Guys,
long-
do
and
it.
it's-
Women love that.
And when she mentions it, that means you really got to.
You should definitely do that to Emma. I'm sure she'll be really
No,
appreciative.
I will not do that. We don't do that. All right, this is the pre-cum segment. Let's keep rolling, though. I noticed I found a matchbook that was on the ground when I was walking my dog earlier in the week, and it had a restaurant on it, and it just looked cool as fuck. What happened to giving away matchbooks at restaurants as just freebies? I know they have the mints there. I know people smoke less,
That's it. People don't smoke anymore.
but matchbooks are cool as fuck.
They're awesome.
It's like, hey, do you like our establishment and also like setting fire to things? Well, these are for you. You know, I had a great steak at X named steakhouse, but I also do want to start a little fire in this trash can. Okay, cool. You ready to go.
You don't need it when lighting a cigarette. The only people that use them are guys that smoke cigars. And if you're a cigar guy, chances are you have one of those really nice lighters.
Probably.
That's like a torch lighter.
But I think that they were given as like the matchbook was basically for an after dinner cigarette. Instead of having to get somebody to light it, you're just like, oh, cool. We got
And
the
that's the thing,
matchbook.
nobody smokes anymore. You don't need a match for a vape.
We should make Pass the Gravy matchbooks.
Hell yeah, I would use them all the time.
I mean, I would
just wasting them.
most of the time people don't use them. but-
Striking matches is awesome.
Yeah, and you don't ever get to do it enough anymore.
I could use it all the time at the restaurant. People be like, "Do you have a lighter?" No, but I've got matches. Let me
Just
light that
carry
birthday
matches on
candle
you?
for you.
That would be really funny to just be oh yeah, especially because you actually do have to do that sometimes.
All the time, servers be like, "Do you have a lighter?" I'm like, "No, you're supposed to. It's part of your uniform. You have to light candles. Every time you have to light a candle, we can't have you go into every fucking server in the restaurant. Do you have a lighter? Do you have a lighter? Do
You should have just a flame, an eternal flame going on all the time.
Half the time we just light something from the stove.
I would, yeah.
That's
what I
usually
would
what
do
it is.
too.
It's called a pilot light. That's what the eternal
Pilot
flame is.
light. Yeah, I guess that is. It's a really good observation. I didn't put that together.
Well, thank you for
That
that.
works.
I know I'm quite observant sometimes.
Matchbooks are cool as fuck though, and I just kind of want to start collecting them.
They make me want to smoke.
They don't even make me want to smoke. It just makes me want to.
Well, not like cigarettes. I want to just get some cigars.
And then what's always cool is in all the movies when they start fire somewhere, like when they burn an establishment down or whatever like that, they do the light and then they put the one lighter or the one match and then they put it on all the rest of the matches and then fold that bad boy over and throw it.
So
And you're like, oh look, that's gonna be such a big fire.
It's just smoking is so cool. Everything that goes.
Just fire's cool.
Well, yeah, smoking and fire, cool things.
Unless
James
it's like
Dean,
a
when I think about James
wildfire's
Dean-
not cool.
I think about him smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
He was the coolest fucking guy ever.
Like I know that they're saying like cigarettes are bad, but they look cool as fuck.
Can we just make cigarettes that aren't bad? Is there a way
Candy
we can do that?
cigarettes.
No, but like, because all the health things aside, smoking looks cool.
Yeah.
Smoking looks super fucking cool.
You get a leather jacket and you're smoking. That's the coolest
Good.
guy in town.
Can we just get like, dude, you know what would be awesome? Ibuprofen cigarettes. Like, I'm hungover as shit. Let me just go fucking burn
Take a
one
drag.
real quick.
I don't hate that.
I like, how can we get medicine into cigarettes instead of nicotine and tobacco?
They have Goodies headache powder. That you just swallow it with some water. But that'd be funny if they just put it in like a cigarette and you just blow the dust, but you inhaled some of it.
It would be so cool. But then they'll be like, well, that'll make kids start smoking cigarettes again. How about we just get the cigarette industry to just pivot into medicine? They're already losing money. They've got vapes. Go to vapes and medicine.
Yeah. What if? And here's what I'm not.
Philip Morris,
like,
we're talking to you.
I'm not like a medicine guy. But if I was a medicine guy, I would just make cigarettes that cured cancer instead of caused them.
Now that's an idea.
What if we did that? Oh, you have cancer? Well, here, have these cigarettes. Like, but that's bad. No, not these. No.
On Monday, Tuesday, I was pretty hungover from the national championship. And I remember thinking later on in the day, much later than I should have, I should probably take some ibuprofen. And then I never did because it was upstairs and I didn't want to go get it. If I had a fucking pack of cigarettes with ibuprofen in it, I definitely would have gone for that. Especially when it's nice and cold outside like that.
Keep you warm.
Fucking smoking a dart while looking at the snow.
Yeah, that would be really sick. And just
So cool. And you look like you could smoke cigarettes right now. You just have a cigarette guy look going.
Yeah, I
The
feel
beanie
like
and the
I
hoodie.
kind of want one.
Beanie, hoodie, like short beard.
Do I look like a hipster this time?
Not hipster. You look very northeastern to me. Like you look like you could be in Boston right now.
Okay.
Just a fucking northeast average white guy dirtbag.
Wouldn't last a day there. You look like you could be in
Colombia?
Colombia. Yeah. Pat, if
The
you're
one
just-
white guy in Colombia?
Robert, if you were to just explain to somebody that's listening in the audio only version, go to youtube.com/PassQA podcast. It's the 600th
I'm getting
episode.
my
Go check
fits
it
off
out.
today.
What would you describe Pat's outfit to somebody that's only listening in audio?
Yeah, so it kind of looks like the Mexican animal blankets, but but there's a bald eagle and a native.
wolf.
I didn't see the wolf.
And
Yeah,
an
there's a
Indian
wolf.
I didn't
guy?
even see the eagle.
Or
I just saw the
Native
Native
American,
American
what I
guy.
should say.
And
indigenous.
And there's like some geometric patterns on the side.
Yeah. It's like an Aztec blanket that had a fever dream in Mexico and found its way down to Colombia. And, Robert?
It's got
a hood. And when I put the hood down, it completely covers my eyes, and I feel like a villain.
You look like a villain.
It's great. It's very comfortable, though.
Yeah.
My buddy, I've been just waiting for an excuse to wear this for like a year since my buddy bought it for me in Colombia.
I got Pat from the lobby, and he was just sitting there wearing this thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
He just started laughing at me.
He's with me. That guy.
Sorry.
I mean, I am known
You
for
just
getting
feel
fits
like
off.
it's say sorry to people.
Did they ask you for ID?
It's basically about the woman down there knows me.
Okay, I was about to say you look like in that outfit. I'd be like, I need to see some ID. Still. I don't know what you're here for,
but
but
it's
it doesn't
nice
seem
and
good.
warm. It's like a blanket. I'll wear it inside when it's cold at night. It doesn't really cover my toes though, so that's kind of a problem when it's super cold.
How long is it? It doesn't cover your toes.
It goes to about
Model it. Give us a spin. YouTube.com/PassGary Podcast. Subscribe.
Okay. So like
Yeah, that's a pretty good fit.
like almost down to your knees.
Yeah, it goes to about the knee. Actually, a lot of the time I just use it as a blanket. Like I'm not wearing it. I just throw it on my legs.
I kind of want one.
Get one.
I want
so
one.
the bad side was he had brought like 3 back, and I think one of them was it was like Power Rangers or something. It was so cool, but he had already promised that one to his brother-in-law.
I thought you would say his kids.
No, he doesn't have any kids.
Pat is his kid.
Yeah, I basically am.
Did you bring me something?
We've been best friends since the 4th grade, and he grew up and I never did. So I'm his child now. No,
I like the
it's
fit.
super awesome. But next time he goes down, I'm gonna be like, I need you to grab me that Power Ranger one,
You
dude.
need a hat to go with it too.
Well, that's what the hood is for.
That's true. That's true.
What are they called? I feel like I can just look this up. on
poncho?
No,
YouTube.
it looks like it's basically a poncho with a hood on it.
Okay.
That's what it is. I don't know why it's Colombian. Well, I guess people travel. It's not that weird that Colombia would have some of the
Mexico
same
to
stuff
Colombia
as
is
Mexico.
probably not that crazy.
Yeah, people still make the trip.
People be traveling, you know what I'm saying?
Be caravanning up that way.
Because I mean that is what ponchos are for.
Yeah,
Is
it's. I mean,
to
it's
keep you out
a
of the
poncho.
sun
It's
and
just
warm.
cool. I just have never had an excuse to wear it outside in public, and I was like, well, on a day when only 2 people are going to see me, I can't think of a better time.
No, I like it. It was a great choice, and to celebrate the Sixtennial.
Yeah,
celebrate
it's
the
my
Sixtennial
anniversary
of all of that.
fit. What if I just started doing that, making fashion fucking choices all
You
the
need to
time?
do that, and then you need to make those get ready with me videos. Like, all right, get ready with me for we're going out. And we're gonna go do.
I'm wearing
this.
the
We're gonna
poncho
go record a podcast. So today, I'm gonna go meet up with my friends Alex and Robert, and we're gonna be talking about the inauguration of Donald Trump. And so I've got to have my fit game strong. So I started my morning with my coffee, obviously, and then I took a big shit, and then I went to my closet, and all of my stuff is dirty still. So I had to go dig through my dirty clothes, and then I had to go throw something in the dryer with a dryer sheet to make sure that it smelled like it was clean. And then, oh my God, I found this poncho that my friend gave me from Colombia. Look at this. Oh my God, it's so cute. Thanks you for getting ready here with me this morning. And that's Pat.
With the PTG shirt underneath, gotta be repping.
Somebody just edit the part where Pat's spinning and then just put that audio around it. And then we'll put it on TikTok and then be like, there, get ready with Pat. Get ready with me.
Got to end it with the duck face peace sign.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
If there's anything I know about fashion, it's you gotta duck face kiss the camera at the end.
Yeah, that's definitely not old stuff. I feel like that's when they know we're millennials. We gotta
old as shit, dude. I was telling you
incorporate with the
beforehand.
youths.
I came across a list of songs that turned 20 this year, and it was like
Papa Roach's first album.
there was like Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin might have been the 15-year one, but either way, I just texted my friends the link, and I was like, guys, we're old as fuck now.
Yeah,
We were 15 with the whole world in front of us, and so much promise.
now we're on cholesterol medicine.
We are not.
Well,
You are.
you don't
ignore that shit.
You don't go to the doctor.
No, hey, until something hurts bad enough, I'm good.
Pat stands with Luigi. All right, he's not gonna get money to the healthcare system.
Nah, man. That ain't my bag.
What else did I have? Matchboxes, scramble. Oh, I have a solution for landfills. Just throw trash in volcanoes. Why does that? Like, can you not just put a bunch of trash in a volcano and then guess what? It melts it, and then
it
who
still
gives a
releases.
shit?
It's the same thing as just burning it.
So what? It looks cool.
I feel like environmentalists will not be too happy with you on
They
this
don't
one.
know what's inside a volcano.
The lava.
Yeah,
They know
it
that.
melts it, so don't go in there.
Then you're
Hey,
still releasing all the stuff into the atmosphere and burn. You want more holes in the ozone? Is that what you want?
That's enough. We already got enough.
You just, I mean, I
Like,
think
once
most
you
people
start,
want to leave a better
why stop?
world. L's just going to have fucking no ozone.
Just gape that ozone, dude. Are we gaping that ozone?
Get some giant gloves. Just stretch that hole open.
But if you just took like bulldozers from a landfill and just threw it into a volcano, it's like, guess what we don't have now? Landfills.
Why don't we just dig massive holes?
We did do that
Do it again.
because trash is.
Is this why we're trying to buy Greenland?
Maybe.
A lot of empty space. Like northern Canada. Like way up there north. All that land that's just frozen. Fucking thaw it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Dig some big ass holes. Throw the trash in there. Canada's not even using the land.
There's plenty of unused land there, and Alaska
much.
too. Alaska too.
What if you know the garbage island that's just floating in the middle? Was it Atlantic, Pacific, wherever it is,
Doesn't
where all the
matter.
tides meet? What if we just kept adding
Gulf
to
of
it
America.
until there was so much trash that it became a landmass, and then we could build on top of it?
That's how Hawaii was built.
I was gonna say we call it Atlantis
Oh,
because it was floating on trash. Good chance it'll sink again,
true.
and then we can have like actual historical documents
True.
of how Atlantis. Dude, think about it. We would just build a casino out there. It'd be so sick.
But what if they just had a garbage volcano? Just like, what is that? That's Mount Trash. We throw our trash in that.
Also, then you got to send the trash all the way to where there are volcanoes.
You just pay somebody hazard pay to be a fucking garbage man, and that's awesome. We're raising the economy, giving people money.
Is there any way we can like manufacture a volcano?
It's got to be.
Like that way, we don't have to. You don't have to ship the trash.
You got to
that
get
far.
vinegar and baking soda, right? That's what I learned in like second grade.
I mean, all the drilling and tapping that we do into like natural gas and stuff, we should be able to go low enough to get some magma and just fucking tap it till it comes up.
Yeah, just.
I mean, I think
get
there
rid of
was-
this trash.
What was that movie where like a giant volcano popped up in LA and destroyed everything? Well, shit. I mean, hell.
2012.
What if
was
we just
that?
waited till every year when the fires happen in
Don't-
California
don't
and we
make
just throw
fire
the trash
jokes.
on that?
Don't make fire jokes.
I'm not. I'm just
Don't do
saying,
that.
if the fire is going to be there anyway, why don't we just throw trash in it?
Yeah. Because like it looks cooler going into a volcano, and then it's like a volcano you don't really think about. Yeah, it might be bad for the environment, but it looks worse for the environment when I can see the trash piling up.
Mm-hmm.
Volcanoes are just like a big trash can. They're basically asking you to put stuff in it.
Just find a very poor country with lots of volcanoes, and we'll give them the contract.
Like back in the day, I bet
Yeah, it's
dudes
gonna be
just tried
bad
to
to-
fuck volcanoes
It'll
because
be
they were
bad
like,
for
"What's
their
this hole?"
environment, but like, we're gonna give them some money for it.
Just throw them. Just volcano it up. That
I'm
was-
down. I was surprised by you. You know me. I don't give a fuck about the
I think
environment.
my last landfill solution was just launching it all into space, which I still don't think is a
Yeah,
bad
why not?
idea. But if you're just trying to get rid of it, just throw it in a volcano.
Like if we just put a giant net around the landfill, put it on one of Elon's rockets, fucking set it up there.
Done.
Set it right at the sun.
Yeah, then it melts, blows up.
You
Doesn't
can even
matter.
because he can land it. We get the rocket up there. We slingshot it. It releases it. It all starts flying towards the sun,
And it'll
then
get
the
there
rocket
in,
just
like-
comes back.
in like 2,000 years, it'll get to the sun, and then oh no, it's pollution. It's gonna be bad for the Earth. No, it's not. You know who's bad for? Mercury. I don't give a fuck about Mercury.
Mercury's stupid.
Mercury can fuck off.
It doesn't do anything. It's super hot and super cold at the same time. Pick one.
It gets in retrograde. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, the only thing Mercury
There's poisoning
does
of it.
is gives dumb astrology girls shit to talk about.
And poisons people.
Like
Specifically
the second
fish, which is weird.
that
'cause they're not
astrology
in
girls
space.
figure out that they can start podcasts, it's over.
But they already have, but
I refuse to believe it.
you just don't listen to those.
Yeah. If it doesn't affect me, it doesn't
Okay.
exist.
That's why we made Past Grade.
Sexism doesn't exist. Doesn't affect me.
What'd you bring in for the pre-chem segment?
I had everyone's been talking about how bad like the weather has been. Like it's super cold. I hate when it's cold. You know what the worst thing about the cold is?
What?
When it's cold enough and I have to drive with my heater on in my car, I get really sleepy. It's really hard driving when I'm super cozy in my car, and then I have to open my windows.
No, you just want to take a nap.
Yeah, like on the drive here, like halfway here, I was like pretty sleepy right now. I was like, I hope I can get the energy back up before we start going because
I'm not gonna make it.
your boy wanted a nap halfway
make
through.
it.
As I was driving down the highway, don't know if you know this, not a great place to take a nap.
Probably not, especially with like ice and stuff on the road too.
Yeah,
like right
70,
now.
70 miles an hour with unsafe road conditions. Not a great time for naps.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out a way to heat up my car without making it warm.
Yeah, there is that point where it just gets too hot, and you're like, "No, I want it cold."
Like, oh, I have to put it up to 80. You ever had it 80 degrees inside your car? Not comfortable.
Yeah,
Then I got to turn
You
it
get
down.
sweaty.
And all the, yeah, I'm wearing a poncho.
I just don't turn the heat on because then it fogs up everything, and then you have to play that game where you're figuring out how to defog everything. And I'm like, no, we're just gonna go cold, and we'll be fine.
I thought the heat got rid of the fog.
Depending on.
See, I just
how
have it on the
goes.
feet. I don't have it on the windshield.
Okay, that might. that may
Windshield
be it.
only happens when the windshield is fogged up. Then you hit it with heat for a minute,
Yeah.
then it's done. But sleepy car rides, that's the worst part about the
Don't
cold
do
weather.
that.
Other than that, I love the cold weather.
Falling asleep while driving is bad.
Very bad. Robert, you got anything for us?
I'm glad I have water. We have an old house, so our landlords, they ask us when it gets freezing like this to always turn off our water. So turn it off Monday night. And I had it on a little bit on Tuesday, like for a few hours when it got above freezing, but then turn it back on for up until maybe 12 today, just like let things defrost. Because where our knob is to turn the water on, it doesn't get sunlight. So it's always tough to like turn it back on because the knob gets frozen. Last year I had to like heat up some water on the stove and like throw it at it so I could defrost it and be able to turn it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, didn't have to do that this year.
Could have just hit it with some matches.
Dude, think about that. Some past gravy matches. Hold that bad boy under there.
Maybe that's what I do in my car. I just start striking matches as I'm driving.
Seems dangerous.
that seemed dangerous.
I'll just throw it out the window.
What if you miss?
Shit, no, I'm still in Texas, though. Can't mess with Texas.
Don't mess
See?
with Texas.
See? Now, if I had a volcano outside my car.
Fuck, dude. So I'm telling you, volcanoes are really like the solution. After Pompeii, they owe us.
Did you ever smoke out of the volcano?
Yeah.
That old volcano? It was
Yeah.
so cool. Such a waste of money.
A lot.
Whoever bought
wasn't
it,
my
I was
money.
always like, yeah, I'll smoke it. Never going to buy one. So dumb.
Tight. Yeah, it's $120. You're never gonna see again.
I bought a pipe from the gas station for $2. Does the same thing. Volcanoes.
Glad you have water though. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah, you got to have water because you don't want to be, can't shower. You're a stinky guy at work. Nobody wants to be a stinky guy.
No. But now you can layer up so much that you can't really tell if somebody's stinky.
That's true. You ever like layer up so much and then you get like home and you're undressing? You're like, whew, did not realize my balls were sweating that much today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But like, I was talking to you guys about this before we started recording where like, I don't have like a heavy winter coat or anything. And it was in the 20s today, which I get for a lot of places. And all that cold. It's in Texas and we aren't prepared for anything that's below freezing. So yeah, it was cold, but I was just like, all right, I'm going to do long sleeve shirt, hoodie, jacket on top of a hoodie, beanie. And like, that was just pretty much what I did all week.
Did you see anyone online being like, why don't we have like snow plows and like trucks to ice or to salt the roads and
I
everything?
did see people bitching.
I'm like,
about
yeah,
it.
because that's not in the budget. Why would we pay to have all that shit when we're going to use it once every 3 years?
We're worried about flooding most of the time.
Yeah.
And that's where our money goes to.
Yeah. Like
In-
New York,
in the H.
they've got that stuff. Makes sense. Lots of ice, lots of snow up there. They probably don't have a lot of like flood protection because it doesn't happen.
No.
Just stupid people.
Yeah. It was weird, but it was crazy. Just like, it wasn't just Texas. It was like Louisiana, Florida, Alabama, all like the southern states were getting some snow.
Monday morning, a dude who works for the building where the restaurant is, he was like coming by and like throwing salt all over the ground, which was very nice. But then like I had like 9 customers go, is that ice all over the outside? You think if there was ice in front of every fucking door to the restaurant, I wouldn't have swept it away by now?
You should have said yes.
Yeah, no, we just wanted every customer to break their neck. Yeah.
And also by being nice, by putting salt down, you mean also by preventing being sued.
Yeah. The guy came in afterward. He didn't speak any English, but he was just like trying to tell me, it was like, are you the manager? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Salt, I appreciate it. I know what you're doing. And then finally someone came by and like translated, and they were like, yeah, he said he's putting down salt so people didn't slip. I was like, yeah, I got that.
Yeah, he pointed at salt, and then he showed me what he was doing, and I was able to take those context clues.
I was like, is he asking me to pay him? And they're like, no, he's from the building. I was like, then what is like, yeah, cool, thanks, buddy. Like, not trying to be a dick, but this isn't a conversation that needs to happen.
He was just trying to tell people like that he was being a good guy.
I saw him put down salt for 20 minutes, and I didn't go out and tell him to stop. I kind of figured out what he was doing.
Might have just been putting cocaine down.
That'd be very wasteful. There was a
crazy.
lot, and it was
That'd be
rocks,
crazy.
Big rocks.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was our pre-cum segment. That was a weird pre-cum segment, but we'll keep on trucking. Let's get into the Comeback Kid segment. That definitely won't get weirder with this week. It's brought to you by Pass the Gravy Picks. Pat, how'd you do last week? Pass the Gravy Picks. We pick football games for the NFL every week.
I'm not doing well right now. I'm 0-6 over the last 2 weeks. My regular gambling is even worse. I think I looked it up going into the national championship. I was 0-9-1 on my last 10 bets.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Definitely
Not
bad.
good at all. It was not going good.
Just take a night off. That's all you got to do. Sometimes
I
you
did.
gotta
I
reset.
took a couple.
But on the NFL season, Pat is 31-31-1. I am 37-25-1. We have conference championship weekend, and then we have the Super Bowl that is 6 picks remaining. Pat is 6 picks behind me. This is really it.
I'm pretty statistically fucked at this point.
Statistically, but not mathematically.
What happens if we tie?
Then I don't know. Nobody does the thing.
Do we just have to pick like a random?
Then Robert picks a
Do
punishment
we tie,
that we both have
or
to
do we do like a one hockey slate? We have to pick every game that day, and
No, Robert picks a punishment we both have to do.
that's fair.
And then he tells us on the spot that week. Right after the Super Bowl.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to lose.
Yeah, Pat has to go. He has to go 6-0. I have to go 0-6. But yeah, I can put him away this weekend. Are we doing a bet? Like we've not decided on one. I feel like many moons ago we talked about a bumper sticker bet.
Sure.
Loser has to have I get to pick any bumper sticker, or you would get to pick any bumper sticker that the loser has to drive around with on their car for a year.
No, it's a full year.
Full year.
Okay, well, I've already told you I'm not putting like rival sports team
it's
on
not
there.
your choice. That's the thing.
What happens if I take it off?
We put it back on.
You just keep driving by the restaurant, bumper stickering my car.
Then I put multiple on. I'll cover your car in bumper stickers.
I would rather you give me like the cars, and it goes both ways where you know which way they vote because they've got 46 bumper stickers on the back that tell you. I would rather go with that than go with like having a Chicago Bears bumper sticker.
Okay, what if I was like, instead of doing a Chicago Bears bumper sticker, you have to have 6 political ones, but they're small.
I mean, I would rather do that than
6.
just pick one that's not fucking Bears, Yankees.
For any team you hate, I get 6 small political stickers that I could also substitute.
I don't think you were going to go that way anyway.
I probably wasn't. I would go political anyways, just because I would like you. I don't know. I feel like I have some idea of where to go, but if you guys have any really just like,
You give me a Ralph Nader.
no, that's harmless. Like a honk if you're horny one would be funny because that would get really annoying if people do it. Then you
Male
look like,
feminist.
you look like a tool the whole time with the honk if you're horny one. Hey, ladies, let me see those hooters.
What if we put truck nuts on my Corolla?
Truck nuts would have been a good one.
But see, that wouldn't even bother me. I would just, so that's not a punishment.
Yeah.
I trust you. I think you'll come up with something good.
But if anybody listening or watching this has any ideas for a bumper sticker, like I want something just really stupid that Pat has to drive around with. Where we're like, look at this fucking guy.
Give me a pro Syria bumper sticker.
Coexist. Just one of those. Like, oh, this guy? The guy that's just flipping me off in traffic is driving a coexist bumper sticker on his car.
Piss off everyone. Big oh look, it's got the Palestinian symbol, it's got the Jewish symbol, it's got every symbol. Somebody's gonna get mad regardless.
We should do like a Palestine Israel one. It's just house divided, a car divided.
The fucking two hands.
I don't know. We'll figure something out. But bumper sticker bet is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna have a bumper sticker on my car for you. Great.
Or I could possibly.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No,
I guess no, I can't.
you can't. It's just for me. Or Robert picks a bumper sticker for. I guess technically Robert could give us both a bumper sticker. If that's
Robert
what he
could
chose
give
to
us
do.
2 bumper
I
stickers.
could give you 2 bumper stickers. Now I got to think about that.
I also think it would be funny to make Pat take the SAT.
I mean, whatever.
I was
We
in a
waited so
fantasy football
long. I
league.
think
That
think
was the
it's like
punishment.
when the time comes, we just figure out what's funny. We maybe next year. Let's not wait till conference championship.
We've been
when it's already
trying,
decided.
and every time I'd try and bring up the toupee bet, you were like, "No, we can't do the
because
toupee
you
bet,
would bring up
that's the best one I got."
You would bring up a fucking bet where, like, for you're in radio, it doesn't matter. Me, I'm in a restaurant every day. My boss already told me the other day. He's like, "All right, managers have to start dressing better." So I don't think the toupee is going to go over better.
You said dress better. Now I have hair.
Now I can style it.
Now, yeah, look how stylish I look.
You could really only style it one way.
I would say it would really improve your look.
I just got like 9 wigs.
Think of how warm you would have been this week, dude.
That's the problem. Like,
You got a long
one
hair
week
wig?
a year warm. The
You be a
rest of the time,
hippie?
I'm just sweating under a toupee, which is probably how it'll be in a week.
I still think it'd be really funny with Pat as a toupee. And I did say I would do frosted tips.
That doesn't mean anything to you.
It does. What are you talking about?
It's
I'm on camera.
Most people aren't seeing the camera.
People look at it. Thousands of people.
And do we need to put like in this portion a slideshow of all the different ways you've looked since you've joined the radio?
So
Your look now, solid.
it's called fashion.
Most of your
Look it
other
up.
looks, you look like an absolute jackass.
It's called fashion. Pat.
Like,
all right, look at you wearing a poncho.
This is just getting a fit off, dude. No, I'm talking about like when you got choked out by Tito, your hair then was ridiculous.
High and tight.
It was
It
ridiculous.
was high and tight.
Before that, when you had just the long hair, ridiculous.
And you could be like that too with a toupee. You could be a different Pat every day. Are you happy Pat? Are you sad Pat? Are you surfer Pat?
be like a black girl. You have no idea what my actual hair looks like because everything is a wig.
Yeah. That's really kind of what I want.
We'll figure something out. We've said that.
I feel
all
like
year
bumper
long.
sticker is probably what
just
it's going to
bumper
be.
Sticker.
We're just going to do bumper stickers. So give me weird, cringy, awkward, weird, bad bumper stickers, and I'll pick the best one, and then put that on, and then I'll announce it when I pick it. But we'll see if Pat gets eliminated this week.
Yeah, we'll know by probably Sunday afternoon.
At Gravy Gambles on
I'm gonna
Twitter
lose the first game.
or the X. Give us a follow. We tweet all of the bets we put every day out there, and then we do tweet those on Saturdays and Sundays during the playoffs. And then you can also just see it on our Instagram and our Facebook at Pass Gravy Pod. All right, let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you what's back. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch. All right, snow is back. We already kind of talked about it a little bit, but it snowed in Houston, which is like a huge deal. Everybody didn't go into work really, or a lot of people just got off of work and school and all of that. And then people that had hills around them were getting to slide down hills on sleds with whatever they could find. I know people up in the north are shitting on us. We get like 2 days of this every 7-8 years. Just let us enjoy it, all right? Chill the fuck out. Don't be dicks. Usually it freezes and it's not fun. Now we got a little bit of snow, which was fun for a day, and now it just gets to be gross and icy and bad snow. But, Pat, you did not go out in it at all, really.
A little bit.
You didn't play in it.
I guess I told you the national championship was Monday.
Yeah.
Notre Dame played. Notre Dame lost. I drank an entire bottle of whiskey and stayed up till 5 a.m. watching old baseball movies. So I didn't wake up until 2 the next day. Eventually, I made my way outside just to go to the grocery store and buy some stuff. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, I just wasn't really in a snow mood after my team just lost the national championship. You know,
I don't think that counts as like going out in it. You just went outside. You didn't.
True. I didn't play in it at all.
Yeah.
Who am I going to play with? Am I going to go outside and just fucking play by myself?
Coco was there.
She's not a big fan of the snow.
No?
No.
See, I just played with Wheezy mostly. I mean, I took my daughter and my wife out there, but I played with Wheezy more of the time. I was just like, you want to chase me? I'll chase you. And she just like, fuck yeah, I got the zoomies.
I got to look at it. I enjoyed it. That's all I needed. I just needed the looks.
And Wheezy likes playing ball and snowballs. She doesn't know the difference. She was going to try and, it was really funny. I'd make a snowball and I'd throw it and Wheezy would go chase after it. But she's like, fuck. I can't tell the difference between the ball and the snow. Oh shit, I'll just sniff for it. Oh fuck, it smells like snow. It all smells like snow. And that was a really funny like end of doing that every single time. And then she'd come back to me and was like, that's cool, I'll make another one.
Just Wheezy and Robert not being able to tell the difference between snow and ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was just throwing it to her and she would try and eat it.
My buddy was sending me videos of his boxer just absolutely bamboozled by the snow.
Yeah.
Had no idea what was going
Sticking
on.
their nose in it. Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, boxers are a dumber breed.
Yeah,
as
not
is.
the smartest.
They look confused by everything.
Best breed.
But yeah. Oh, they're so great.
But not the brightest in the box.
No. So just absolutely
Very good.
Their confusion level goes from normally it's at like an 8. It was at a full 10.
They do the side head move. Yeah.
George had no idea what was it.
Yeah. Robert, you were out there playing it. I saw you made a snowman.
Yeah.
Taking pictures, cute pictures.
Yeah, it just seems like a perfect opportunity to get some pictures. Like get some good pictures. Take my
what you
camera
gotta
out. Yeah. Get some good pictures. Pat, did you take any pictures?
Yeah, when I woke up at 2 and I saw my friends had all taken pictures, I took one through my window upstairs outside. And then I took one of my car with like 2 inches on top of it
There you
before
go.
I cleaned it. Not a big picture guy anyway.
No, you're not.
Yeah, neither is my brother. Like I just take some pictures of some things. Like they don't have to be for you to post online, but like just to have the memory.
Yeah, I started this a couple of years ago. I wanted to be, my New Year's resolution was to be like a playlist guy. So I was like, I want to create a bunch of like summer playlists, pool playlists, out like hanging out at a camp playlist. Like, and I had like 10 different categories. And then every time I'll hear a song, I'm like, this would be good for this. This would be good for this. And I've done that for 3 years, and it's awesome because I have a fuckload of playlists now that I can be like, oh, what's the mood? I can go with this. Are we hanging out? Is it low key? Is it high key? Okay, cool. I have all the stuff for that. And I did that with folders for pictures too. So I was just like family, me and my wife. And then when my daughter was, when we found out my wife was pregnant, I made one already for that, for like ultrasounds. I have one with Wheezy. I have memes ones. And it's like super easy, just like, boom, throw this in there. Boom, throw this in there.
Yeah.
Throw this in there. And then you go back looking for it. I'm like, I need a picture of me and my wife for, it's like our anniversary. Cool. Here's 150 of them that you've just quickly done over however long you've been doing that. That's a little hack. Make some that you think like just family ones that you and whoever you're with or anything like that. If you had a kid one, folders are easy, and then you don't have to keep going and scrolling.
Yeah, like it's also really good. Like not to get dark a little bit, but like if a family member passes away, like then you have all these photos of them. And, like you have the
all in one
memories.
place.
Yeah, like Sam's mom, she took a bunch of photos, and when we were cleaning out her stuff after she passed, like it was just really nice being able to see photos of her and photos that she took of the kids and everyone. Like it was really nice.
You kind of get to see like a little bit of like a snapshot in their mind a little bit. Like they may be gone, but like, oh, this is what she thought of this when she took this flower picture. And she thought about this when she took a picture of this. That's a cool way to think of it. So yeah, take the pictures, dude.
I mean, my downside is I just always assume, somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
It's like my group chat. Like we have pictures of it, but it's like when we all went to Vegas or stuff like that, everyone else was taking pictures. I was like, they got it.
That kind of is the truth with dudes usually. Where
Your bachelor party, I've got a bunch of them in my phone from that. I don't think I took any of those photos.
But I think we had like 10 of them, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. There's 10 of them of just me with the blow-up doll.
And there was really one point where we were like, hey, everybody, we should do a big group picture. And it was when we were on a boat. And then we just did the group picture. And then I think we took a couple more after that. But there was really one big group picture because we weren't going to do that the rest of the time. And then girls would be like, we got to pose for this, do this, do this, do this. So yeah, guys are just not as good about it.
Yeah, usually that's what it is. Like guys get together, we'll take one group photo, maybe.
Yeah.
Or like if somebody's being a jackass, other people will like. See, for my friends, it's videos. We video each other being idiots.
Right.
Not a lot of pictures though, and it's the kind of videos you can't really share either.
This is what we talk shit in the group chat.
Yeah.
With. Like, look at you doing this, idiot.
Like there was one of me and my buddy
Pat
wrestling.
doing some sort of salute, like, oh, we don't want to put that on.
No, there was one. Me and my buddy got really drunk and we were wrestling, and after a while, I ran
turned
out of
into
steam.
more than wrestling.
No, well, actually,
Then it
yes.
started being
that's
passionate.
That's where I'm going with it. I got tired because I'm very out of shape and he's not. So then after a while, I just kind of like rolled over. And like, I don't know why, but like my butt was in the air and he stood over me and just smacked my ass in celebration of winning. That one still gets shared quite a bit in the
I
group chat.
bet. But Snow is back.
It's a little sad watching
Memories.
it melt.
Yeah. But like now I'm just like, hurry up and melt so you don't fuck up the road.
But you can just see all the patches everywhere that don't ever get any sun.
Yeah.
You can see where the the
Because
shadows
there's still
are.
like the corner of my yard, still just thick snow. Most of the front yard, nothing. It's just like right next to where my car is. Sun never hits there.
And that's that'll be the last snow we see for a while probably.
In fact, you know what? Today I'm gonna find along my buddy's fence. I'm at his place again because he's going out of town. I'm gonna make like 2 or 3 snowballs and put them in his freezer. And when he gets back, I can't decide if I want to hit him or his wife with the snowball. Which one will be funnier?
Probably him.
Well, the good thing is when they get back, I'm gonna leave anyway. So like, if I hit her, she's just gonna kick me out anyway.
Yeah. But then he's in trouble for you hitting her.
Yeah, but that's not my problem.
That's
I'm
okay.
gone.
I would go with your friend.
Maybe I'll like hide a Lunchable inside of it. So it's like, I hit you with a snowball, but you get a Lunchable.
Also, here's a treat. here's some meat and cheese. I hope you like that. Another comeback kid we got this week is TikTok. And this is the 3rd week in a row it's a comeback kid. It was a comeback kid last week because it was going away. And now it's a comeback kid because it did go away and it came back. And I think before it went away, everybody, like a lot of the influencer people on TikTok were saying all the stuff that they made up. So it turns out, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of the like get ready with me videos, they set up a tripod before they get up. Like they didn't Pat, like, a lot of these girls would wake up IRL, like they would wake up, then they would go and they would set up a tripod, then they would go back in bed.
Well,
then pretend that they were sleeping.
they would also
set their
do a base
alarm.
layer of makeup.
Well, yeah.
before.
I mean, obviously, I thought that was a given.
The wake up makeup.
But then they set their fake alarm to go off, and they're like, oh. So what? I got up out of bed, and then they had to get up and go, oh, and do that because that's what everybody does when they wake up. And then they did all this other stuff, and it turns out all the fitness people, like, they didn't really do all of the exercises they showed you, just some of them or just part of them. Turns out a lot of people were making up a bunch of shit.
People
like,
lie
everybody
online.
fucking knows,
Who would've
man.
known?
And then they were like, it's going away. I'm gonna miss you guys. And then it went away for like 12 hours. It came back, and then they just had to be like, hey guys.
My favorite were the ones where people were freaking out, like, this is my livelihood. What am I going to do? Like, there isn't 9 other places you can post you could go to Instagram. You can go to YouTube. People acting like they couldn't just move to YouTube. I'm like, I don't know. Mr. Beast seems to do pretty fucking well on there.
Yeah.
Granted, he's like the top.
Well, some people are
guy,
big on
but-
TikTok and not other stuff. Like, I have a bigger.
Just tell your
Insta following than I
Instagram was
do
like throwing
Twitter.
out, we'll pay people X amount to move to Reels exclusively. And all the time people are like, I used to make 50 grand a month on TikTok. What am I going to do now? Did you not save any of it? Or were you blowing 50 grand a month and now you have nothing? I don't know. Maybe sell one of your 3 fucking Lamborghinis.
But that's like a cool Lamborghini. That's the weekend car.
Everyone I feel bad for some of the TikTokers losing their livelihood. If they were making a livelihood off of it,
Call China,
they
dude. They'll help
probably should have saved a little bit of it. If not, I don't know, wait fucking tables.
you. Yeah, I don't know. But TikTok's back, and it's cool. I had shout out to Melissa Solis. She posted it on Instagram, but she said when TikTok came back, like while it was still like, it was like, oh, we're back, but like we haven't 100% gotten back. And she was like, the only thing that she could watch on her TikTok was you and me talking about whether or not it's easier to drive a submarine or a boat. And she was like, I've watched this like 25 times. in the last 5 minutes because it's the only thing my TikTok will let me watch right now. So shout out to Melissa Solis for hanging out with us and that debate song. And then I think she was like, I feel like I need to be high to watch this. So I was like, well, welcome to hell.
The way I even found out it was back, I was just scrolling Instagram and it was a couple and they were like us posting back on TikTok like, hi, hey, how you doing? And I had to text my friends. I was like, wait, is fucking TikTok back already? What was it 14 hours it was down?
12 hours, something like that. But also, did you not notice that everybody that had a TikTok screenshotted the, hey, sorry, TikTok is down. You can't use it because it's been banned in the United States. Like, everybody's like, OMG. It's like, yeah, I know. Every fucking person posted that already. You're not breaking news, Adam Schefter.
Everybody. My favorite was the screenshots of everyone being like, wait, can we talk in centimeters and kilometers again now? They're all gone. Just America being gone. And everyone's like, has anyone else noticed how the discourse is a lot nicer on here without Americans?
Yeah,
I was like,
right,
yeah, we're
dude.
kind of fucking dicks.
But that's what makes us great.
When you're number one for what, 280 years now, however long we've been
Gonna be a little
around,
cocky.
you're going to get a little cocky.
Gonna be a little bit.
I mean,
Just how it works.
you think Patrick Mahomes isn't a little bit cocky? He's number one. He's on top, and he's been on top for 2 years consecutively now. Now imagine if you times that by 140. He'd be pretty
Giants
fucking
ever
cocky.
won back-to-back Super Bowls? Do you know how fucking cocky I would be?
Dude, you were worried just about the Packers advancing and Notre Dame winning a national championship, how big my head would have
Can
gotten.
you imagine that, Pat? If he had a Super Bowl and a natty, like Pat would be unbearable.
I'd be bad.
I mean, I wish you would have beat the fucking Eagles, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah. Well, at least we can just keep comfort in knowing that America's going to win another Super Bowl and the rest of the world will still have zero.
That's true.
Which means, once again,
And
we're going to be number one.
Eagles were double cursed, so let's not forget that.
Now their quarterback can't throw. They're not
Double
gonna win
cursed.
shit.
All right.
Does
Also-
it feel weird that you're going to be rooting for the commies?
I will be observing that game. I won't be-
You're watching the AFC because you know even if the Commanders win, they're not winning at all.
I don't know that. I don't know that at all.
That would be hilarious, Robert.
The commies.
If the Commanders, with a rookie quarterback, become the first team to ever win the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, and the Giants are in hell. Really, more so, it'd be funny to Cowboys fans.
Well, I mean, that would be just KMS in that situation. It was Cowboys Eagles in the NFC Championship. That would be the worst possible anything. The commies and the football team and the R words when they were that. The Giants always were like, oh, at least we're gonna like death taxes and we're gonna beat Washington at least once a year. And this was like, oh fuck, they might be good now. Now we're them.
That's how I was with the Lions. Like they were so bad for so long. You're like,
I don't like them.
yeah, like,
I don't
I'm
want
not-
them to win a Super Bowl, but
yeah, but I'm not mad at them having success because they've been so bad for so long.
But like fuck the
they're barely
Cowboys,
even a rival anymore.
fuck the Eagles. I don't like you, Commanders. That's kind of what I've always been like. And my dad's family were in Maryland. They were Redskins fans growing up. So I was just like, I don't like you guys, team, but I don't hate them like I hate the Eagles and the Cowboys.
You just gotta hope. What I'm hoping right now is that yeah, the Lions have been really good the last couple of years. They didn't win anything, and now both of their coordinators are gone. So I think they're going to suck next year. In like 3 years, that's where you're going to be with Jaden Daniels. You're going to be like, yeah, they're playing really well, but I'm really hoping they're just coordinator merchants. And once the coordinators leave, they'll go back to sucking.
And no quarterback since Bob Greasy did it with the undefeated Dolphins has lost the first Super Bowl they went to and then made it back to a Super Bowl. If you look back at all of them, Jalen Hurts is one of those guys. Jalen Hurts is one of those guys.
Can't throw the ball.
Can't throw the ball.
Not downfield anyway.
Yeah. 'Cause Aaron lost one, right? The Packers
But he won
lose
his
one?
first.
But he won his first. So he went back. You can get back to it a bunch of times and then lose. Like Brady did that. Roethlisberger did that.
Did we get back to a second one?
Did you? I don't know. You
I don't
went
think we
into
did.
NFC Championships.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is, yeah, I got it mixed up. But, yeah, so we're hoping the Eagles lose. Fuck the Eagles. Also back this week is boobs because Zuckerberg was sneaking a peek at the inauguration for Trump.
First time he's looked human in years.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos' wife was wearing
She's
like
wearing fucking lingerie.
she was getting a fit off, dude. She was getting a fit off. She was being empowering, being brave.
Not the time.
I would never tell a woman what to wear You saying she was asking for it?
I enjoyed it. Asking for criticism online? Yes.
Wow. I would never say that about a woman.
I would.
Even in January of all months, I still respect women. I want that out there.
Yeah, the
Make
light,
that a quote card.
The light should have been on the men in the room, not on her. She did not respect Manuary.
Well, yeah, Zuckerberg was just looking at some titties. It was just like, hey, man, he didn't touch.
Melania at least had the respect to dress up like the Hamburglar.
That was cool. Also, a comeback kid, the Hamburglar, because Melania was dressed like the Hamburglar.
My first thought, though, wasn't even the Hamburglar. It was Jack Nicholson from Batman.
Yes.
That's immediately
Yes.
what I thought of. I was like, she looks like the Joker.
The Quaker Oats guy.
Quaker Oats guy, too.
Ooh, good one.
That's a really good
that.
one. I mean, she was getting the fit off. She's getting the fit off. This is a big fit show we're talking.
I was laughing super hard when he was walking out at first, and he leans over for a kiss, and she kind of leans a little bit, but it was too far of a lean for him, so he's old, so the kiss was like 3 inches away from her face. I was like,
she didn't want to take her
that's
hat
going
off.
to get memed again.
She wanted to take her hat off.
She hasn't looked like she's wanted
the hair
to be in the
messed up.
public eye since the second he ran the first time. She fucking hates it.
Probably, but you're the first lady.
But she's chill about it.
Two-time first lady.
She doesn't put anything out in the papers. She keeps everything in the locker
true.
room, and you got to respect that about her.
That's true. And she shows that he obviously is a big fan of immigrants,
True. He loves them.
which no one's ever said he wasn't.
He has a history of loving immigrants.
No one's ever said that Trump was not an immigrant fan or lover.
Very pro-immigrant guy.
Very, very. He's an immigrant lover. Really is. He really is. But the Hamburglar is back because Melania was doing that. That would have been a fun. That should be like a bet we got to do later, where like loser has to wear the fucking Hamburglar hat.
You just got to wear a dumbass hat for like a week.
I know you said you had to dress up. I got a nice hat to go with my outfit.
We just do the Samuel L. Jackson backward Kangol hat.
Date Mike.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does that mean? You guys have to dress up better
At the restaurant?
Yeah.
Well, because like I just wear like a black shirt.
Yeah, you wear a
And-
black t-shirt and usually khakis or jeans.
Yeah, and he doesn't really care about the jeans. He just wants us wearing like button-up collared shirts. But his
That's
son,
why people think Pat wears the same outfit every week. Pat wore that last week. Yeah, he has the same kind of clothes.
it's a uniform.
but they change.
But right away, his son was like, "We're not fucking doing that. I don't want to fucking do that." So I was like, "I'm gonna just hold out. If eventually it has to happen, and they're gonna pay for the shirts, I'll wear whatever the fuck they want. But until then, I'm not buying any new.
You gotta
fucking
go
clothes.
full Jim Halpert and like rent a tuxedo, and then show up. Well, you said you wanted us to dress up. Here we go.
Would you do long sleeve or short sleeve?
Seasonal.
Okay.
Just depends. He even said he's like yeah,
Three-quarter
when it's
sleeve.
hot outside, you don't need to wear a long sleeve. You can wear a short sleeve one. He wants us wearing collars.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize what I was wearing looked bad because I had like a gray like long sleeve underneath the one, and they're like, "You look like you work at a fucking barbecue restaurant." I was like, "Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but this is short. The long sleeve gray that I'm wearing underneath is nicer than any other clothing that I."
This is the best thing. I
This
have.
is me dressing up, guys. But I don't know. Me and the other managers just kind of sat there while they argued, and nothing got resolved. So I'm just going to keep going until.
What if you bought like a fake collar? Like there's collars that is just like the top.
Oh,
that
like
goes underneath your
graduation
shirt,
photos.
Okay, you've seen the black T-shirts that I wear.
and just put the collar over it.
What
And
about-
so
first of all-
and so it'll look fancy.
First of all my black T-shirts are kind of old and probably faded a little bit. The collar's not going to match the shirt. I'll get a fucking shirt with a collar on. I don't care. T-shirts are just more comfortable.
Tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, he wouldn't be a fan of that one.
It's dressy, but also
Not though.
comfortable.
I'm gonna get you a chain.
Yeah, a chain would really class it up.
I'm not a jewelry guy.
I'll be a chain guy.
Well,
I
that's
remember
'cause
in
you're
like
not classy.
And like junior high a little bit. Like I remember one time my grandmother gave me like a St. Patrick chain. I wore that a little bit, and I pretty quickly realized, even in junior high, I was like, this isn't my look. Not good. I still had the frosted tips at the time, which I tried to rock for a little bit, but no, just not a chain guy. It's just one extra step to getting dressed that I don't want to do.
But throwing a necklace on? That's
Yeah.
like the easiest part of it.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, I got
It's like a hat.
because it's just not gonna fit over my head. First of all, so then I got to do the little fucking clasp. I got fat fingers and no fingernails. You have any idea how hard clasps are like that when you have no fingernails?
No, if it's a chain, it's gonna dangle a little bit. It's gonna fit over your head. It's not gonna be like a choker
That's
necklace.
the true thing. I got a fat fucking head.
You seen Boondock Saints? They wear that cool chain. Look
You
at
mean
all-
the rosary?
Yeah. It's a cool chain.
What if I just started wearing a fucking rosary?
Do it. God's with me, dude.
My boss like take it off. I'm like, religious freedom, dog.
It's my right.
I know your religion is slightly older than mine, but
It's my right, okay? But Boobs are back. Shout out Boobs.
Fucking
And
love
shout out
Boobs.
to the Hamburglar. Also back is fucking Caitlin Clark, dude. We're a very pro Caitlin Clark podcast. Or we were, but like
still am.
fucking she's hanging out in Taylor Swift's box, rooting against the Texans.
I mean, when the queen of white girls invites a white girl to go somewhere, they go. You can't be mad at her for that.
I was wondering, like, everybody's like, how the fuck are they hanging out? Like, why is she in the box? State Farm. That's what I realized halfway through the game. State Farm, because Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are State Farm guys. Caitlin Clark also State Farm girl. Remember Jake from State Farm was there when she got drafted?
Yeah.
That was probably what it was.
Also, probably you got an invite from Taylor Swift, you fucking go.
But also, they were like, it'd be really good, Travis, if you got Taylor to have Caitlin Clark in the box, because then we're going to be like, fuck Caitlin Clark! And that's exactly how it went.
Maybe Caitlin Clark just wanted to know what it was like to take a 4-minute jet ride.
Yeah, to the stadium from the hotel. She took another jet ride to like Kansas City, but like
She's at the
they
top of her
flew
game.
straight from the
Taylor's at
hotel
the top
to
of her
the
game. Just a couple of elite women getting together, man. What's the problem? Can't believe that you would disrespect women like
Just
that.
saying, the Texans are not my team. I was like legitimately rooting for the Texans like they were my team on Saturday, and I was mad. I was like, fuck you, refs. Like, I was that pissed like it was my
There
team.
was
And
some
I was
bullshit
like,
calls in
this
there.
is the first time I've ever rooted for, like, and maybe my team's just never been this bad. So, like, I don't know. I've been disconnected a little bit. But, like, it's been awesome to not have to give a shit about the Giants for 2 weeks. I'm never going to switch my allegiances ever under any circumstances. But, like, it was like, I was pissed that the Texans lost. I was like, the refs weren't the only reason, but the refs were on some fuck shit.
No, there was some definite fuck
There was
shit going on.
some fuck shit by Patrick Mahomes, flopping and shit. All kinds of weird stuff like that.
We're getting closer. It's not going to happen the way I want it to, but the quarterback running rules are going to have to change. You can't dangle back and forth for fucking 10 seconds, wait for the defenders to get close to you, drop down, and then get a penalty for them hitting you. You can't fucking do that.
And then there's this other thing he does. He did it twice in the Texans game. He does that. He's about to go out of bounds, floats, and then, like he's waiting to get hit so he can get the late hit. But then, like, if you're watching the YouTube, you have to watch the YouTube for this one. But, like, he slides because you can slide and you can give yourself up so you can't touch them, and then you get the easy flag on that. He does this thing where he, like, is about to slide. He's running, and then he, like, stops and, like, puts his hand down and then, like, gives himself up. But it's almost like the hover before he gets out of bounds, where he like stops, turns around, and then slides, and it's not like a one fluid sliding motion. And he put his head down like that, and then he got hit, and it was like, roughing the pass or whatever it was. And he was like, he didn't give himself up. He was about to give himself up, but he didn't. And until he gives himself up, like, you can't fuck around like that.
It should just be once you pass the line of scrimmage, you're a runner. You have no further protection. You want to get down and not get hit, you better get down fucking early. I've always said, and this will never
If you're
happen.
on the ground sliding and you get laid out, okay, like the Shire hit on Trevor Lawrence,
I still say
late, but it was a football move.
he's going
it was a football
full.
move.
He's going full speed. It looks like it's a far distance,
Trevor
but
Lawrence
it's not.
wasn't like sliding for 10 feet and then got laid out. It was slide. Oh, fuck, I was already diving at you. And that's going to happen. That's one of the things about giving yourself up. But like when you just kind of dangle like that, like somebody either has to just kill Patrick Mahomes doing that, like just lay him the fuck out and be like, all right, now what? And then he'll go take his deer antler spray steroids or whatever he does and go back out there and do more wizard shit. But I don't know. That was very frustrating. So sorry for Texans fans. I was very pissed for you guys.
What needs to happen is there needs to be one game where, like, I want it to be like at the very beginning of the season, but it won't, because every game means so much. Coach is never going to just let their team get 9 penalties in a game, because it should be late in the year when a team is already not going to make it. A head coach needs to tell his defense, listen, I don't care if he's a yard out of bounds. If Patrick Mahomes runs, you guys lay him the fuck out. Just absolutely destroy him every time he runs. I don't care if we get 15 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties for late hits on him. If he's going to run, you better make sure he knows running has a fucking consequences.
Yeah.
And then the league will be like, oh, we're going to suspend half your team. Cool. We're not doing anything this year anyway. But you know what? It has to stop. Somebody needs to knock Patrick Mahomes out with a serious concussion for half a fucking season so they stop winning. And I think every fan base outside of Kansas City can get behind that.
Yeah, it was frustrating watching that game, and I feel like it's going to be frustrating watching the Buffalo game with Kansas City. But
They're never going to fully change the rules because they have to protect quarterbacks because when backups come in, it looks like shit. I don't know. Tell your quarterback stop fucking running then. Lamar runs like a motherfucker, and he doesn't do any of this bullshit. He finds ways to get down.
yeah,
And he doesn't wait until the last second and then fall down so that he gets hit and they get an extra 15 yards. Mahomes does it. He's a little fucking bitch. He puts ketchup on
it's
steak.
frustrating. It's frustrating.
Fuck that
guy. Yeah, Caitlin Clark in the box at Arrowhead. And
She's my queen.
She's back. But I think I tweeted at one point, I was like, fuck you, Caitlin Clark. I was just mad. And I've been drinking.
It's fair enough.
It's like, I was mad. You're allowed to do that in the heat of the moment. I don't really mean that, Caitlin.
Oh, during a Chiefs game.
Obviously, I respect you. But chill out a little bit, okay?
Two biggest girl bosses in America were teamed up.
Well, yeah. I mean, you imagine if Beyonce was in the box, too? World would have exploded. World would have exploded.
Probably.
If Beyonce was there.
I don't know. I don't really see many Beyonce people in Caitlin Clark or in Taylor Swift's box.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Something about that.
All right.
Well, Jake, I guess, was in there. Shit.
yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Jake
That
from
shoots
State
my
Farm.
theory down to hell.
All right. What else you got for
I got
Comeback Kid?
I got Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets.
So, as I had previously said, Monday was rough. Tuesday was pretty rough, too. So, I went to the store to grab some food. And I was like, you know what? I can't buy ingredients right now. I have to buy just shit that I can pop in the microwave and eat. I saw the Hot Pockets. I was like, I haven't had a Hot Pocket in almost 2 years. I get it. I get it out of the box when I get home. And I thought I grabbed a defective box. There's no sleeve. The way we've always cooked Hot Pockets our entire life. You put it in the sleeve, you put it in the microwave, bam.
Yeah.
No, this one just says, just nuke it.
Is this plastic? Yeah. I've seen those.
Oh, no, out of the plastic. It's just you put it on a plate and nuke
Yeah.
it. Noticeably, and I mean uppercase, noticeably soft. There's no crispy, and I get it. They're not going to be super crispy in the microwave. That sleeve always helped. Got it kind of crispy. I was eating just soft fucking like floppy bread with meat and cheese inside of it.
Was the middle still warm?
Yeah, but it was not like it wasn't.
Well, see, it's not good because that other part probably made the middle. That's why it was so cold in the middle.
We already talked about. I like a cold Uncrustable.
Right.
I'll eat that frozen. It never really bothered me. The bread has to have some crispness to it. I got to cook every Hot Pocket in the fucking oven now?
The sleeve never did anything for
I
crispiness
didn't think
at all.
it did at all. It's a Hot Pocket,
Oh.
you know? I'm not saying Hot Pockets aren't good. I love Hot Pockets.
Next week,
but,
I'm gonna bring
I'm never
you guys-
thinking I've got gourmet food when I'm heating up a Hot Pocket.
No, I don't need gourmet. That's the point of the Hot Pocket. It's something you can eat or heat up and eat really quick. Next week, I'm going to bring you each a Hot Pocket. You take it home, and you tell me if the consistency of the Hot Pocket bread is
No,
acceptable.
you make it right here. We got a microwave, and we'll
we can do
we'll
that.
do a taste test.
It is
Hot Pocket sponsors.
unacceptable. Unacceptable how soft that bread was. And people are like, why isn't this not cool? Because I got other fucking not cools to go with. This
Got
was
other
just,
ones.
this was culturally shocking to me that Hot Pockets have come this far or fallen this far. And one of my friends says, well, maybe just not putting the sleeves in there. That's a way that they can keep costs down and not have to pass it along to the consumer. I'll fucking pay an extra 50 cents a Hot Pocket if it means that the bread isn't just going to be floppy.
Yeah, you know what? A good idea would be is Hot Pocket on a baguette.
That would be
Baguette
sick. Like,
pocket.
literally, I took the Hot Pockets out of the microwave
Think about it.
and the side of it had just split open completely. You pick it up and it just flops over. A Hot Pocket should have some structural integrity. There was zero. I picked it up and half of the shit just fell out of it. That's unacceptable.
It's pretty wild.
Remember the days when you had to bite the corner of the Hot Pocket to let all the steam out? No, didn't have to do that because it was just fucking open anyway.
I don't know. Eating a Hot Pocket with a fork's not bad either.
That just seems un-American.
No, it's
It's
not.
like eating pizza with a fork. What are you fucking doing?
No, it's different than that.
No, that's the point of the
Different
Hot
than
Pocket. You can just pick it up and eat it.
You can eat it on the go, but you don't have to.
Fucking very European of you.
You don't have to. I guess that was our last comeback kid, except I have breaking news. OnlyFans performers Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips are in a war over whose idea it was to sleep with 1,000 men in a single day first. You heard it here first. Me reading a tweet that I just read.
Every time I hear about them, I
You
just
heard it here
feel
first
itchy.
later. I don't know. That's a funny argument to get over. I said I was going to sleep with 1,000 guys first. No, I said. No,
I'm the
said
bigger
it.
whore.
Empowerer.
You can call it that. I fucking won't. It's like the old South Park episode where Paris Hilton's stupid spoiled whore video playset. That's what it is. Like we've gotten back to Paris Hilton.
Yeah. But Paris Hilton's kind of cool now, isn't she?
She is. She had her hoe era, and that
She's
was
out
cool.
of it. Now she's in her queen era.
Now she's just the sickest DJ on the planet.
That's true. She's a DJ. Forgot. All right, let's move on to the Not Cool segment. If you'd like to partake in the Not Cool segment, all you got to do is hit us up on X, on the Twitter, at Pass the Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. That's how we'll search for them. Pretty much Not Cool is there's a lot of not cool stuff that happens every single day, and we just pick what this is a way we can vent about it. So hit us up on Twitter at Pass the Gravy Pod, hashtag PTG Not Cool. If you get run over by a bus, very not cool. If you stub your toe, also not cool. There's varying degrees of them. Try and summarize it in 4 or 5 sentences that we can easily describe. If you're using very specific names, just try and say like my husband, my brother, my cousin. If I'm explaining it to Pat and Pat has no idea who you are, just assume that everybody thinks you're a total stranger, so it's easier to say on that. But it's the Not Cool segment, hashtag PTG Not Cool. If you would like to submit yours, here we go. Let's play it. Roll.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right. We have one listener submitted Not Cool this week. We're going to go with Alex McThunder, Alexo at Alex McThunder1 on the X. And he says his Not Cool is having to get a new phone because my old one overheated and died. Yes, I tried putting it in rice. Yeah, and then you have to log into all your new shit, and then every time you're like gonna go pay a bill on an app, it's like, oh, please log in. You're, fuck.
What was he doing that it overheated?
I had that with one phone when I was running a long time. Like when I used to run a lot, and I would just run with my phone in my hand, and I remember being like, this is overheating, and it would do the like, hey, your phone's too hot, and it wasn't even in the summer, and like, but it would like, it wouldn't burn my hand. But I was like, this is pretty warm. And I remember taking it to them and they're like, oh, it's because the battery life is running out. And so I could either get a new battery or a new phone, and it was easier to just get the new phone. So I guess that would be why you just had an old phone, but either way, that sucks.
Yeah, because the past 2 or so weeks, it's not been hot where I would think it would overheat.
Right.
But also then, too, then you go to get the new phone. They're like, all right, you're going to be here for an hour while we load your account onto this phone. Why does it take so long?
Well, because you got to be on their
Just
Wi-Fi and all that, and you could go home a lot of times if you're talking like Apple Store. But I'm very, very paranoid about all of it not downloading the way I want it. Hey, why is it not working here? Fix it. Go. Like that's why I like being a passenger princess at the Apple Store where I'm like, nope, doesn't work. Figure it out. Here's phone. I
get that. I don't think it should take as long as it takes.
Yeah, I don't either, but I kind of get it. Because they have that one Wi-Fi that's bogged down by everybody else is also trying to do the same thing.
There's like 2 phone buying experiences. It's the people that like every year the new phone comes out, they get a new phone. Bam, they get it. And then there's what I have only ever had when your phone gets to the point where you have to get a new one, and then it's just a bitch.
Well, phones turned into like Madden almost after a while, where like Madden was cool growing up. Where you're like, tight, I got the brand new Madden right at midnight. And then the next year, like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's got a couple new things.
About the updated rosters.
But they got new rosters, and that was really what would get you. And they have like, there's an AI feature. You guys know my thoughts on AI. No, I don't want that. I don't have any interest in going to get the new one like as soon as I can right now. And I think I'm like 3 or 4 behind. But pretty much since mine was doing kind of the thing where they're like, we either got to replace the battery or this. That was when I decided I was like, I'll just get a new phone. It's a pain in the ass, but like I'm not ever trying to get the like newest version of it anymore.
No, that's
why.
wild.
So I used to think I was going to be one of those people, but now it's just got a fancier camera. You can take pictures at night better. Okay, cool. I'm not going to get a brand new phone because of that.
It's like all they do is they update the camera now, as we previously discussed. I don't even need a fucking camera on my phone.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to use that.
I wish you could customize your iPhones. Like, what features do I want on it? I just want a good battery.
I think you can at some ways.
Can I have an
probably not
iPhone without a
100%.
camera on it, or just like the most
definitely
basic?
not. Can I get a flip phone?
Flip iPhone?
Flip iPhone would be sick. If you just had like a Motorola Razr that just had the iPhone operating system in it.
Yeah, I don't need 5 cameras on the back. I need 1 camera.
I have 3 on mine.
That's it. I want to be able to occasionally take a fucking funny video of my buddies.
Yeah, 3.
Maybe take a funny selfie when I'm pooping and send it to my friends. Other than that,
Just guy stuff.
yeah.
It's guy stuff. But that's
That way my phone wouldn't cost $1,200 when you get a new one. Give me a $300 iPhone. That's what I want.
That's a good, not cool though. That's a good not cool. Let me run through a couple more of these. Raimundo Benavidez says his not cool is forgetting to remove the snow before going to work. Yeah, I mean, that's one of them.
Just something we're not prepared for down here.
Todd Voss says there's a smoke alarm randomly beeping in my house, and it was a pain trying to figure out which one. Okay, yeah, when you have to check every single one, you got to wait for the beep again. By the way, the smoke detector below me still going off.
Hey,
still going off. I've told them. They said they'd get to it.
The smoke detector.
Yeah, at least he's working on it. He's working on it. But it was very cold, and I could just hear beep, beep. Neat. It's just part of my life now. It's part of me. All right. Who wants to go first? I have a pretty easy one that I can go with.
All right.
I was playing with my kid and my dog and my wife out in the snow. Really, I was playing with my dog out in the snow, and I was throwing snowballs, like I said earlier. My not cool is that I do not own gloves, and it's not bad if you're walking around outside and it's cold like this. You just put your hand in your pocket a little bit, keep them warm. Alternate if you're walking the dog, which hand you're holding the leash in. But then when you grab the snow, that's the worst. That's the worst. And and then you feel like, am I a bitch if I have gloves? No, my hands are just really cold. So I could just order gloves. I probably will. But when will I use them next?
That's the thing. It never comes up.
Because now it will not snow for 10 years if I buy gloves. If I don't, it'll snow next week.
I have one pair, and they're old Packers, just like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that was just from when I didn't have AC or heat in my car for 3 years. So when it was really cold outside, I would wear them driving to work. Yeah, they were driving gloves is what they were.
That's very classy.
But as we said, I didn't really play in the snow, so I didn't even need to break those out.
I want to get some isotoner gloves. I just Googled it. It's $34.
Oh, why that specific brand?
That's what OJ wore.
There you go.
That's what OJ wore. If that glove fits, but I got to get one that won't fit.
Actually, I think, no, see, this wouldn't even work for you. I think I do have a second pair on the, when we were doing Zoom, and I had my wall of memorabilia. I think I do have a Red Sox pair there, but you wouldn't wear those, so that doesn't
would not wear those. Yeah. Not at all.
You got to get a pair of gloves that also still lets you type on your phone.
Oh,
if you just have regular
that.
mittens, you won't be able to because it just doesn't recognize the touch.
Okay.
Fingerless gloves.
You should get receiver gloves.
There you go.
Right? That can't be bad.
I mean, think about it. You're probably not going to have to do a lot of typing when he's outside in the elements at a time when he needs the gloves.
I was ripping photos off yesterday, bro.
Nose tap to take the photo.
Nose tap. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Now,
if you have to type fully, you're probably not, like I said, if you're outside doing that, you probably don't need to be texting a lot during it.
But yeah, that's my not cool. It's just not having a pair of gloves, and now it snowed, and it was the one time I might need gloves, and it sucked.
Sorry, that sucks, buddy.
Not a great, not cool, but it's not cool nonetheless. What you guys got?
Mine was, I think I talked about it on here. I think, if not on here, I told you about it, how my plan was just to take everything left in my gambling account and put it on Ohio State so that if Notre Dame lost, then at least I would win money on it.
Jinx bet it?
Yeah. I, not just on our picks, on outside picks too, was also just on a hell of a cold streak. So by the time the game came around, I only had like $40 left in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Ohio State was minus 400, so there really wasn't much juice to the squeeze on that one.
You would have got $10 on it.
Yeah, I decided, fuck it, I'd rather just bet the plus 300 on Notre Dame. So yeah, my whole plan for like a week and a half going into it just went out the window. So then I just lost.
You either win 120 or 10.
Yeah, so I went with the fuck it. Maybe I'll win 120. And first drive, great, super excited. By halftime, I was like, this isn't going so well. Notre Dame made a valiant comeback in the second half, gave me a little bit more hope, and then no, it all just went to shit, and I drank myself into oblivion for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And then had a hell of a hangover the next day.
Well, that was a tough game.
Hey, we fought hard. It's exactly what I kind of figured going into the playoffs, the whole thing. It's what Notre Dame has been missing for the last 10 years. We can't get in. It doesn't even need to be elite quarterback. You just got to get really high-level quarterback play, and it's something Notre Dame has not had in a long time. Like Riley Leonard, good college quarterback, but you can only run your quarterback so many times before he dies. Which almost happened after the first drive. He had 9 carries on the first drive. It's not sustainable. So until we get a quarterback that can, we've shown our defense is right there. did a great job against that Ohio State offense, which is so talented. I mean, $20 million roster. We stuck right there with them for a portion of the game.
Yeah.
But until we have a quarterback where they're like, we're scared of you throwing it,
It's not going to work.
not really going to work. So next year, it's either going to be C.J. Carr, the grandson of Lloyd Carr, famous Michigan head coach, or Steve Angeli, who in that one game
Italian.
for one drive looked fucking great.
It's very Italian name.
So, and Notre Dame just lost their defensive coordinator to the Bengals also. So, got some retooling to do, but, I'm proud of the boys.
Just build back better. That's what I've always heard.
That's what I'm trying to do, build back better. But, proud of the boys, but, getting to the national championship sucks. You're not going to win. I pretty much knew we weren't going to win, but there was hope.
Yeah.
You let your hopes get up, and then they fucking get just...
And at the very end, when they
Shit
make a game out of it, just to rip it right out from under you, that sucked.
Yeah, then you're just sad. And then my brother's trying to call me about something I said during the game. I answer, I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk right now. I'm pissed off we just fucking lost. I don't want to fucking listen.
now.
He's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, because I'm fucking angry we just lost the national championship. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
a real fan.
So, yeah, that was a pretty rough 24 hours for me.
T's and P's, bro.
Thank you.
Robert, what you got?
Part of the cold is my hands are really dry and they're peeling. They're chapped. My fingers are. Around my knuckles.
You gotta get lotion, bro.
Yeah, I do. I have
You're
lotion put them on
nashy.
there. Yeah. It's never gotten like this before. Sam's the exact same way. And then in addition to that, before the snow, we went to Whole Foods because we have the 5-gallon water jugs. We were going to refill them. Mm-hmm. We had two basically that were full, that were half full. So we had one in total. I was just going to refill the other one because just tonight I had to get water today. Maybe we'd have to get it refilled at Thursday or whatever. Mm-hmm. The line to get water at Whole Foods was so long, and it was dripping.
Oh,
Basically,
no. It was at the end of it?
Yeah, the end of it. And we were in line maybe 20, 30 minutes. And then we decided we're probably going to be here another 30 minutes anyway. Let's just leave and hopefully we don't have to drink too much water. So I'm kind of been dehydrated the last couple of days.
You didn't just buy jugs? I guess that might have been gone too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
No water to drink, no water to flush. Shower.
Yeah, because y'all were without it too. I forgot about that as you were saying.
That's not an option for me. I poop a lot.
Yeah, you just gotta poop outside at that point, like a dog. You got a backyard.
I haven't pooped outside in a long time. Since your
fun.
bachelor party.
It's not fun. You pooped in a lake that day
I pooped right in the lake.
while everybody was around you.
You were away.
We were all
20
on a
yards
float.
away. I went all the way on the side of the boat and I snuck away. Nobody even knew. Hey, when nature calls, buddy.
All right. Well, that was our Not Cool segment. If you'd like to participate in the future, hit us up at Pass the Grade Pod, #PTG Not Cool. Let's wrap this bitch up for the 600th goddamn time. And I don't think it's the 600th time we've done answers. I don't think we started answers until we didn't have listeners.
We've done over 600 answers questions, though.
Oh, easily.
Fact.
Maybe close to 6,000. But
Maybe.
yeah, we didn't. I don't even remember I should go back and really find clips from the first one and then release that. If I had known it was today, I would have figured out something for that. But maybe for Throwback Thursday or some shit like that. But yeah, we were just trying to fill time. That was how Not Cool came up. And I was like, well, no one listens, so no one's gonna write questions in. And then yeah, we just fucked around until we came up with the answers. So we had 10 people. All right, let's start it off. If you want to hit us up. Any question on your mind? We had the pre-cum segment, our bit to just you pitch an idea. You want to ask about throwing trash in a volcano? That's your idea. You want to ask if something's a bigger boomerang or if something's a boomerang. You want to ask if something's a ladle? We'll answer that. You want parenting advice, relationship advice? You got a high thought, a business idea, anything like that? Hit us up with your questions at Pass Grade Pod on Twitter or the X. We are. Or use the hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we search for it. At Pass Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. That's how we'll search for it first. You can also, if you don't have an X account, go to our email account, passgradepod@gmail.com, put answers in the subject, and then submit your question that way. But we do check Twitter first. So at Pass Grade Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. For the 600th time, this is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why don't you just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
Not for the 600th time, but close-ish.
It's okay.
Close-ish. Just round up. All right. Our first question comes from Todd Voss at as_scene_by_TV on Twitter. And Todd says, how long would it take for you to eat 600 crawfish?
I mean, if that's all I'm doing, it's definitely under a day. It's just a matter of how many hours. Because, like, peeling is what takes most of the amount of time. But I was just trying to think in my head, you can do what, 20 every 5 minutes?
So
At least? No, you're doing way more than that in 5 minutes.
I did a little math before coming down here. I tried to do a little prep. You know, we're not just flying by the seat of our pants. What was my math here? All right. How long? It would take 1 pound of crawfish has 10 to 40 crawfish, depending on the size.
That's what I was just going to.
This is not 600 pounds of crawfish. This is 600 crawfish
10 to 40?
total. 10 to 40, depending on the size.
So let's say
I
20.
I picked 25. 25 was, I felt like that was
In
a
a
good
pound?
median. 25 crawfish in a pound, just on an average, okay? So 25 crawfish in 1 pound, then that's 600 divided by 24. That's 24 pounds of crawfish.
Ooh, that is a lot. When
And
you put
then
it
I
that
looked
way.
up how much can the average person eat, how many crawfish or how many pounds of crawfish can the average person eat in one sitting, and the average person can eat about 3. I have had 5 pounds of crawfish in one sitting. And
And how many pounds is it?
It's 24 pounds. So I
Damn, this might be over a day then.
calculated it. If you gave me a day and a half to 2 days, I could absolutely knock out 600
Yeah, 2
crawfish.
days. 2 days, you're doing it easy.
It'd take me about 2 days because, I mean, obviously you're full, but if you're just like, you
you're on
can't
a
eat 600
mission.
crawfish, like that would have been a good challenge to do. Like if we had to, like, we can't leave, we need to do a stream where we have 600 crawfish, we count them, and we can't leave until we've eaten 600 crawfish.
That's going to be a long fucking stream.
Because it was 2 of us, that would cut down the time a lot.
Yeah. But still, then you said maybe 2 days. So a day.
So it takes a day.
We're going to be just on stream for 24 hours.
You
eating
could just do it
crawfish.
during a game. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I think 2 days.
2 days,
especially
I think.
if you're motivated.
So, yeah, again, the math. We're going to assume it's a 10 to 40 crawfish for 1 pound, depending on the size. Let's go 25. It's right in there. And then 600 crawfish divided by 25 is 24. It's 24 pounds. So then it's about, I don't know. I could do 5. I could do 5 pounds in one sitting. I've
Yeah,
done it
if you
before,
have to,
But
But that's in one sitting.
safely
and then
just
you're gonna
guessing 3,
chill
and then
for
we
a
got to keep
while.
going. Give me 2 days.
I think, what do you think the best way is going to do it is just peel them all first? And then just start shoveling it?
No, because I would just probably go.
I mean, you're going to
would
be eating them
count.
as you're peeling too, but I think the move to be would to be you just peel
Probably,
as many as you can.
but I feel like it'd be harder to count it. So you just like that's 1.
Well, if you count them out
that's
beforehand.
2. That's 3. You know,
And then also there's going to be dead ones in there that you're not eating.
right? But in this case, you would have to, because you have to eat to 600. You're not getting to a poundage. You're getting to an actual.
I think you have to cook
number.
like 800, and then you
You
go
just have to
through
eat the dead
and then
ones.
you count out 600 good ones.
Right, but if you didn't have that luxury, you just have to go 600 with whatever you got.
Don't get me wrong, I'll eat the dead ones too.
I will too.
Yeah.
I will too. I haven't had crawfish in a minute. But yeah, so I would say give us 2 days. We could knock out 600 crawfish.
This also made me think like a great hat for you would be like the one you're wearing right now with the star, but the microphone is a crawfish instead.
Oh, I like that.
That'd be a sick
that.
logo to make
That's a cool one. That's a cool one. We are releasing
for
some,
crawfish season.
some new merch in the store soon. I got to get Robert the art, but it's pretty dope. Just think about like maybe a new world order of Pass the Gravy. If you can, that's a little hint for you if you don't know what I'm talking about.
So, what was it? 25 pounds? I keep forgetting the poundage.
It's 24 pounds.
24 pounds. Yeah, I think
For
2 days. I
600.
think 2 days is a good number.
Easy 2 days. Yeah, by 2 days for sure.
You can be very full.
Maybe before.
Your sodium levels are going to be off the fucking
You're
charts.
gonna- yeah.
You might get gout, but you know what?
The gout will just set right in.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Yeah. So you're going in the record books, but not the record books, but
I wonder
our
if they
record
have
books.
that. Like, what's the most? How many pounds of crawfish is the most eaten in one sitting?
I don't know. Don't look at Guinness. We don't recognize them. They're pieces of shit. They don't recognize real world records. All right. Next question we got is from Glamour Perry at Glam for Life on Twitter. And Glamour says, what's worse, dating a serial killer that hasn't been caught or dating a serial killer that has been caught?
Hasn't.
That has been caught.
No, hasn't is worse because you're probably the next victim.
No, but if you know
one.
that he's a serial killer and you're dating him,
Dude, serial killers get girlfriends in jail all the time. There's crazy bitches out there, Robert.
True.
But they're in jail, so they're not going to get you.
True. Hasn't been caught
They can't kill you.
is probably the better
That just
one.
means they'll hopefully they get caught after they kill you is the best case scenario on that one.
Or you get a Dexter situation because Dexter dated. If you watched that show, and like he was a hot dude, you know, and he didn't kill the people that he was dating. He
That's
killed
true.
other people.
They could get caught before they get you, or it could just be like you're dating a hitman. That's technically a serial killer, but they like you. They're only killing people they're paid to kill.
Well, if you're dating a serial killer, you can, and not like, if you're dating a serial killer and you don't know that they're a serial killer, you can always play that card. You can be like, oh no, he hasn't been caught. Then when he does get caught, you're like, I had no idea. He would go out late at night and he would stay out for a long time. But I always just thought that he was hanging out with his friends. He said he was doing CrossFit with his friends and he came back muddy all the time. I didn't understand what the shovel was for, but I thought it was some sort of workout.
Technically, PETA could say that we're all serial killers.
For animals, yeah. But if you knew he was a serial killer, then it's like you knew what you're getting yourself into, right?
Yeah, so
It's better to date a serial killer that has not been caught.
I don't know. The way we talked about it, I'm kind of thinking like maybe it is better to be. Yeah, no. It's the one that hasn't been caught is better to date.
Yeah, because you can get the out on like, I had no idea.
Then otherwise, you're just a crazy person dating someone who's in jail.
Like, yeah, that's a hell of a red
so
flag
then
to just
you're on my
ignore.
side then, because she's asking what's worse.
What's worse?
Yeah,
So it is worse to date a serial killer that has
has
been
been
caught. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yeah,
Okay.
we
We
were wrong in
flip
our
flopped it
thinking.
as we did, but yes. So you would not want to date the one that has been caught.
Also, I looked it up, and some dude ate 20 pounds of crawfish in 20 minutes, but Joey Chestnut ate 29 pounds in 10 minutes in 2023. But also, that's
yeah.
JC, dude. JC's another animal, okay?
Right.
29 pounds in 10 minutes is great. But also, did he have to peel them?
Yeah, that's a good question too.
And I'm gonna treat
pre-peeled.
crawfish like I do wings. I better not look through those fucking tails afterwards and see a bunch of meat.
Yeah, you don't want to see any shit like that. No, I
That's
got
just
you.
gotta be clean.
I got you.
So Joey Chestnut could do this in half hour.
So yeah, he's better than us at that. But we're not professional eaters. We can figure it out.
What's that? 3/4 of it?
I am the
10
cow.
minutes.
I am the Cal Ripken of crawfish. Though,
You are.
So
Wait, no, 29 pounds 10 minutes. That's over it.
yeah, it's easy over it.
God damn, Joey. That's why he's an American hero.
But pounds of crawfish isn't meat pounds. That's
I
just
know.
the shells and all.
Yeah,
that, too.
no, if you're talking about pounds of meat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Which is maybe
But-
why
but
we
this
wouldn't
was
get
also just
super
600
full.
crawfish. It wasn't
Yeah.
600 pounds of crawfish meat.
All right, so go back to our question though. The it's worse to date a serial killer that has been caught because then like you know what you're getting into.
At
and it's still
first,
cool.
the way I was saying it at first, I think made sense, but then we did flip. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, great question, Glamour.
Look at Robert just being right from the beginning, as
Yep.
always.
Yep. All right, next one is from Jackie Small, and Jackie says, "Power rank these cold animals." This is an appropriate week for that. So, power rank these cold animals. She gives us penguin, polar bear, wolf, walrus, and narwhal. Robert, lead us off.
I'm gonna go number 5, wolf.
Wolf is 5.
Yeah, wolf is 5 because wolf seems like the most dangerous.
Okay,
Oh,
You know, no,
but
that's
not
just
so.
patently wrong.
But they just
But
look
not-
the most dangerous.
Okay.
Right? Like they
look mean.
Yeah, they look mean.
They can.
Yeah, and I'm just judging
Or
them
cuddly.
based
it's
on
also
their
almost
cover.
a dog. and Robert's very anti-dog, so that makes sense.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Next, I'm gonna go number 4, narwhal. Narwhal's the one with the horn, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to get impaled.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
I don't want to get impaled.
Okay.
That's not how I want to
Don't
go.
get in the water with it.
But like, if it's around,
Yeah.
I'm gonna want to. You know, like people get in
Just
get in
take
the
me
water
out.
with dolphins.
That's true. And they rate people.
They do.
Number 3, I'm gonna go polar bear. It's another scary animal, but it looks so fluffy and cuddly.
Okay.
It is not.
But it looks like it.
Okay.
It looks like it
looks
could
like
be.
it. Number 2, I'm gonna go walrus. I'll go walrus number 2.
All right.
They seem dangerous too, but like they also seem like you just want to give them a hug.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have my take on a walrus. I'll get to that.
Okay. And then number 1, I'm gonna go penguin.
Okay, fair.
I can't hate that
Yeah.
at all. Penguins rock.
They waddle. That they swim.
They look like you want to hug them.
Yeah.
They find a mate and keep their mate for life. They give each other pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Happy feet. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They dance.
Penguins. Yeah. Penguins are great. Number 1. All right.
I'll go next.
Okay.
5 narwhal. I don't give a fuck about narwhal.
Fair.
Fuck that animal. Who gives a shit? I ain't going in the water with it. I ain't going near
Yeah.
it. It's a stupid animal.
All right. I'm not disagreeing.
4. Then see, and this is where I actually start liking the animals. 4, I'll go walrus. Just those big old tusks. He looks like a big old.
Got
It looks
a
like Andy Reid.
mustache. Yeah. It does
Looks like
look
Andy Reid. And you're right. Kind of cuddly.
Saber-tooth Andy Reid.
He's just a big buddy. 3, I'll go polar bear. Even after what I just said to Robert, they do look kind of cuddly, and I want to love them. But it is the most vicious killer on the fucking planet.
But like, doesn't he look like he just wants a Coke?
Like they say, like black bear, get big and scared, it runs away. Grizzly bear, play dead. Hope it doesn't fuck you up too much.
Polar
you see
bear.
a polar bear, you're dead already.
You're dead,
There's
yeah.
nothing you can do. You're fucked. But also, big buddy.
And they like Coca-Cola.
And they like Coca-Cola. Great branding. I bet that ad was made by a fucking polar bear.
Probably.
2, I'm going wolf. It's a dog.
Yeah.
I bet we could be friends.
I could win it over.
It's a really I always say the bigger the dog the better. Wolves are like
They're big dogs.
huge.
Just giant dogs.
I want to pet
Yes.
them. And cuddly.
Yes.
And number 1, penguin. Penguins are fucking awesome.
Okay.
March of the Penguins, Emperor Penguins, Macaroni Penguins, all them penguins.
Any kind of. What about the penguin from Batman? He's kind of bad.
I love Danny DeVito.
Fair. All right.
So penguins number 1.
All right. That's a good one. I'm gonna go 5 walrus because, like, yeah, he can look cool, and he looks like he could fuck you up with those teeth. But like, I could run away from that fat ass bitch anytime. Like, he's not gonna catch me. I'm not scared of him. 4 narwhal, slightly cooler than walrus because he's got a horn. He's like a whale with a horn, but like,
Unicorn whale.
I had to get in cold water to go play with him, so I'm not gonna do that. And then he could maybe stab me. 3 penguins. They're cute. They're cuddly.
They're very cute.
Like we said about penguins,
They fall over,
penguins rock.
slide on their bellies.
Yeah, just like they huddle together for warmth and they just look cute as
Love a
fuck.
penguin as a pet.
They dive really cool. That's fun.
Bogging on their belly.
2 wolf. It's just a snow puppy.
Yeah, snow puppy.
It's a snow puppy. And I know wolves are vicious and can absolutely rip you to shreds, but like I feel like I could win a wolf over. Hey, I'm like you. I know you're friends.
You ever
You
see
know-
that movie The Gray
Yes.
with Liam Neeson? Would have been different if I was there.
I think so too.
They would have been my buddies.
I think so. And that's why like they were like, why did he try and fight those wolves? Dude, I think he thought he could win them over. Maybe not with airplane bottles that he chopped up to make brass knuckles with, but like I would have been like, if they kill me, they kill me. If not, like whatever.
I've said before that if I die from being smothered by just like 50 giant dogs, cool. 50 giant snow puppies,
that's how
same
it
thing.
goes. And then number 1 is polar bear because like polar bears just fuck your shit up, and they look like they like Coca-Cola. Like they're cute looking, they will fuck you up. So like that's like if we're going power ranking,
They're massive.
yeah. So I go walrus, narwhal, penguin, wolf, polar bear, 5 through 1. And that's power ranking cold animals, cold weather animals, whatever it is.
That was good.
That was a fun one.
I kind of wish that we actually had that. Like, I want people to vote on who had the best ones. That was great.
Yeah, we're gonna get to mock draft season.
That's
here
what I'm
coming
saying. I
up.
kind of wish it was mock draft.
But mock draft is a little different because like we don't pick the same one.
Yeah.
When it's just the same rankings, like somebody theoretically
maybe
could
make
have
a
the
note of
exact
that. Cold weather animals for a mock draft.
same. All right, Robert, mark that down. I like to think that Robert just like jots something down on like a notepad and then like throws the notepad away after every podcast.
For sure.
Did you keep? No, I don't. I have no idea. What
Oh,
you
I
wrote
wrote it down. I lost the notepad.
Yeah.
I lost it again. You lose a lot of notepads, dude. All right, let's keep it going with Josh Tree Caudle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, "Are the E's in the word bee silent? Bee like the
No.
the animal?
Because otherwise it would just be buh.
No, the last E is B-E, not silent. The second E is silent.
So only one of them.
Only one. Only the second one.
So it would suck if I had to tell people I was allergic to buzz.
Yeah.
Oh, don't let that buh near me. I'm allergic.
See, I thought the first E was silent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a French way? Like
Uh-huh.
B. B. That's how they say it. B. Ask if you know a French person, say, how do you say the word B? And then they'll be like, B.
What?
You've
I don't
never
know
heard of-
I don't know anything about French and where they have silent
You've never
letters.
heard a French person say B?
No.
B. B.
Trying to picture in my head. Oh, France.
B.
Don't let that be in there, man. Yep. Yep. No, that tracks.
I saw it in Ratatouille.
Oh, I never watched it.
No, I didn't see it in Ratatouille at all. But that's a fun. Like, justify anything French, like it was in Ratatouille.
I am allergic to bees.
It was in an animated movie. Obviously, it's true.
Are there any French guys in the Bee movie?
B.
Can we find a French dub of the Bee movie? The
Probably.
Bee movie.
The B.
Cinema de Bee.
Somebody look that up, and don't worry, it'll check out. It'll check out. B. Yeah, that's
French bees are just
You know what?
ridiculous.
I'm gonna go Robert's way. Robert's way.
The
Yeah.
first one is
the
silent.
first
Yeah,
one
the
is
first
silent.
one
The
is
second one is not silent. So only one of the two B's, and it's the first one.
Hell yeah.
All right, great questions. Great questions this
great
week, guys. Next up is Jordan Welch at J_Welch 2795. Jordan says, if somebody says that's the oldest trick in the book, what book are they referring to?
Book of Tricks.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Trick book. Which we don't actually have anymore. It was actually in the Library of Alexandria, and that was one of the scrolls that was lost. That's why we cannot find. That's why so many people say it, because nobody knows what the actual oldest trick was.
I thought it was by James Trickington.
No. He wrote the
Inventor of
abridged
trick.
version.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I would guess the oldest trick in the book would be referring to a magic trick. Would be a magic trick. So based on that logic, I looked up what is the oldest magic trick, and in 45 AD in Rome they found what do you think the original magic trick is?
The removing your own thumb.
No, I would have thought something like that too. It's the cups and balls, where like you keep having a cup fall through all the balls, or a ball fall through all the cups. Like you have 3 balls right here. Look at this. I put the cups over here. Oh, now there's 2 balls. How did you get another one? It's like because you just stacked the fucking ball right there, and it's very sleight of hand. But that was the trick that they found in Rome based on what I did. And also, I'm pretty addicted to the Roman Empire still, so I kind of learned that one. But I would imagine that the oldest, the book that they're referring to is a magic trick book, because then you're like, that's the oldest trick, dude. Like you can fucking do that. But really,
Well, what's the oldest book? There's got to be a trick in there somewhere.
That's true.
I mean, in the Bible, people tricked people, right?
The oldest trick in the book, really, the oldest trick is just blaming other people for your problems. Like, no, I didn't do that. Pat made me do that. What? No, Pat didn't.
Just
Pat said this.
deflecting blame.
Pat said this. It's the whole look. No. Look over here. That's pretty much the oldest trick. Is no. I didn't do it. Look at this.
They say I do that at work a lot.
It's literally politics. Like what politics is right now. Like, yeah, no, I did that, but they did that. Yeah, no, I did do that, but they did that. Look at that. Look at them. No, see, they're worse.
No, he totally should have pardoned his entire family. Well, we have this clip of you 4 years ago saying something different.
It's just not. It's a politics on both sides. Politics on both sides.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's all cyclical. The same shit happens over and over, and depending on who's in power, your opinion changes.
I'm gonna build a
widely.
wall. Psych, didn't build the wall, but that's because of them. It's not me.
It was a
Not
trick.
me. Yeah,
He was just tricking
that's the
you.
trick. It's just smoke and mirrors.
Are smoke and mirrors the oldest trick in the book?
No, dude, they had to figure out how to make smoke first.
I mean,
Well, they had to figure out
fire was invented a
They
long
had to figure out how to
time
make
ago.
mirrors after that.
Was there tricks before fire?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was all survival then.
Ball and cup trick. You didn't need fire.
Well, I guess technically, even before you had fire, if you were hunting, You had to trick the animal.
You had to bait it.
Hunting. Hunting is probably the oldest trick in the book.
And blaming someone else for your problems, too, because you'd be like, well, why didn't they bring food?
Why didn't you get the
'Cause
wolf?
Pat-
Fucking Bill.
Pat didn't hunt
made
well
a
enough.
noise.
Yeah, just blame other people for what you did. But the book, I would
do
say
enjoy
magic,
doing that.
magic trick book. And Pat thinks, would you say Bible?
Well, technically, it wouldn't be the Bible. It would be the Hebrew Bible because that one came around first. Cain and Abel. He tricked his brother by thinking he was a good brother, and then he
No,
killed him.
fucking snake guy, Satan. Yeah, eat the apple, bitch. That's like the OG trick.
That is the OG trick,
You can have the best life ever.
which is kind of lazy. You're tricking women. They have small brains. It's very easy.
That was the first one, too. She was made out of mostly rib.
Probably would have been my favorite woman of all time.
She was all rib.
I love ribs.
I don't know how they made a woman out of it, but it works. It worked. So, yeah. Don't know if we answered that there, but that was a great question, Jordan, and it led us down a fun little rabbit hole. What do you think? Let us know.
That's a great question.
All right, wrapping it up, we got Raymundo Benavidez, the two-time defending MVP of the Gravies Awards. Raymundo is at KMundoB on X/Twitter, and he says, since today marks 21 years that I've been at my job, am I allowed to drink on the job now?
First of all, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Second of all, you can drink at any job. You just can't get caught.
But now that you are 21, your job is 21, yes. Yes, you are allowed.
Just keep it in the thermos.
Yeah. Just be discreet about it. But
Keep
yeah,
it in the
you can do
thermos
it.
and don't make it straight alcohol. It's much easier to smell.
Make sure that
Put a
you're
little
not
Diet Coke
driving
in
that day. You're riding along, but not driving.
Well, just keep it responsible.
Just keep it responsible. Yeah, but you
Don't drink a
age
lot.
21 years, you should be able to drink.
Just
at
be like,
work.
listen, I'm not drinking because I want to. My back is tight. I'm loosening it up
That's
with
true.
a shot of whiskey.
That's true.
That was always my brother's move at work.
I bet it was.
He'd wake up and get there first thing in the morning, take a swig of cooking whiskey to loosen up the back.
He'd get there early so he could binge drink before everyone else got there.
Not binge drinking. It would be a shot or a pull of whiskey.
He's taking pulls.
We'd be the first ones in the restaurant. He'd take a pull, loosen up the back, get the day going.
Sounds like a problem. Getting there
No,
early
he was
before
great at his
everybody
job.
else?
There was no problems.
He was a functional drunk.
He wasn't drunk.
Well, not according to him.
A little bit of booze will loosen up the back a little bit.
And
That's
after you drink
science.
enough of that booze, you got to drink a little bit more booze to feel it. It's like, yeah, he wasn't drunk.
It's like, I'll take a
He
shot of
wasn't-
whiskey at the end of the night to loosen up my back before I go
He
home.
wasn't having withdrawals, but like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
He just needed a little nip every now and then.
He wasn't drinking at 9 a.m. because he needed to. It's actually more like 8 a.m.
Even better.
Yeah, you can drink at work whenever you want.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Just
yeah.
can't really get caught doing
Yeah,
it.
just not everyone's cool about it.
Yeah, just depends on
You can still do it.
how cool your boss is.
might get in trouble.
That's really what it, because it wasn't a secret. People knew it was going on, so it just depends on how cool your boss is. Whether or
Show
not
up,
you
be
can
like,
drink it.
hey, what do you need me to do? I don't know. Get in the back of the kitchen.
This fish is undercooked. Fuck you.
Send it back to them for sending it back.
You fucking tell me you're sending it back. I send you back.
I'll send it back again. Go. One more time. All right. That was it. Yeah, you absolutely allowed to drink on the job now, Mundo.
Yeah.
Congratulations and happy 21st anniversary at your job. That's it, guys. That's 600 episodes we have done now. I appreciate everybody that nobody started with us. I know that because I know that I looked at the numbers. So it's definitely no chance that all of you guys and gals that are watching right now or listening right now were there from the beginning. I do appreciate everybody that's joined the gang as we've done this, literally 11 years to the day. That's pretty crazy. This wasn't planned like that at all, but it's funny that it felt like that. I appreciate anybody that's ever come out to an event that we've done. It's come out to the Spooktacular, any one of the anniversary shows. Sorry, we didn't get to do one of those for this. For 700, absolutely, we will do an event that's 2 years away, so I can't be held to that, but we're going to do something, okay? We're going to definitely keep going. We got no end in sight for this pod. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed. If you're watching right now or listening right now, make sure you're fucking subscribed. if you're listening, go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and then hit play. Help us out a little bit, right? If you're watching, go hit play on the audio version. Give us a 5-star review. Share us with a friend. Hey, this podcast just made 600 episodes. Check them out. They're obviously doing something, but you guys are the best. We wouldn't be anywhere without the Gravy Gang. I appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you guys. Robert, I'm so fucking happy that you came on board with this. Pat, same thing to you guys. I don't know how I wouldn't have been able to do this. I would not be able to do a Bill Burr style podcast where I'm just ranting by myself. I would sound like a lunatic.
True.
And you guys are awesome. It's my favorite day of the week is Wednesday because I get to hang out with my friends and I get to talk about whatever the fuck we're talking about and do a podcast. And I'm very lucky that we have people that give a shit about what we say, and we're trying not to take anything too seriously. I hope that's a little escape for you guys every week or whatever it is. I just hope you guys keep coming back and watching and listening and sharing us with friends. I know that like some of you guys have kids that we've got to meet, and like they've maybe they'll grow up listening to Pass the Gravy. Yeah, Gravy Tech employees. But I appreciate the fuck out of all of you guys. I love the hell out of you guys. Y'all are the best. Gravy Gang till I die. And Before we sign off, let's do our random celebrity generator. Wow, how crazy would it be if somebody got on 600?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, who you go with?
I'm going to go Bono.
Bono, Danny DeVito. I am going to go Carrie Underwood.
I was literally saying do a C, so we had BCD.
Carrie Underwood. Bono, Danny DeVito, Carrie Underwood. Here we go.
I got double D's.
All right. This is not what we picked. But we're gonna hit pick. We got 8 people right here. Althea Gibson, Barry Bonds, Forrest Whitaker, Jennifer Connelly, Donald Sutherland, Anna Kendrick, Julianne Moore, and Sugar Ray Robinson. Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
I picked the wrong alliteration. I knew I should have gone with Barry Bonds.
I felt like those were good guesses, though. I felt like we were on to one right there.
We were close.
It's 600. We'll run one back. Run it back. Same people, right?
Hell yeah.
Bono, Danny DeVito, Carrie Underwood. Lawrence Taylor, Eileen Nastase, Marcello Mastrioni, Tim Robbins, Alice Marble, Jennifer Lawrence, Ty Cobb, and Marvin Gaye. All right. Nope, didn't get it. We'll try next week. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe out there until we talk to you next time for the 600th time. Pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches!
Gravy gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. Now we go ahead and lick